break and we're back in a moment. Please stay with us.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Oh, what did it happen now? No bonus for all my line.
No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
What's a successful business without sales? And what is sales without an audience? Well, do you know that you can reach 8 million listeners across 6 states in 2 geopolitical zones all at once? How? With Today 95.1 FM, you can get millions of people to know about your business. And what does that mean to you? More sales. Call 081-389-2850 now for more information.
Live your truth. Express your love. Share your enthusiasm. Take actions towards your dreams. Talk your talk. And walk your walk.
It was years ago. There's a statute of limitation on this stuff.
Make today worth remembering as we discuss issues as it affects Nigeria moving forward. Talk that talk.
Weekdays, 2 p.m.
Exclusively on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
Hello, join us Fridays, 7:30 a.m. on Our Top Picks, and together we'll review the big national stories of the week, all in 30 minutes. It promises so much fun. Our Top Picks, Fridays, 7:30 a.m. Don't miss it.
It all begins with breaking news.
Now, make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
Then it keeps trending. Events, issues, personalities, all struggling to gain attention. But in the race for deadlines, the intrigues, power play, undercurrents are often missed or underreported.
Insecurity here is basically a product of poverty.
But not anymore.
As the platform on radio steps in to fill the missing links on events, issues, and personalities in the news.
I'm not afraid of anybody. Yeah!
The platform on radio serves only the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM.
Port Harcourt.
Weekdays, 4 p.m.
Get on the platform on radio and be served.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. Let's continue our conversation this morning as we continue looking at some of the stories from the papers today. So there's a story from Tribune. We already brought you some stories from Daily Post. There's one from Tribune. Tribune is similar to a story from that of the Cable. So I'm just going to roll this from Tribune over and let's go to the Cable. Look at some more stories from the Cable. Katsina SSG, death toll in mosque attack, now 32. The death toll from the bandits' attack on worshippers at a mosque in Malumfashi LGA of Katsina State has risen to 32. On Tuesday morning, gunmen attacked worshippers observing Fajr prayer in a mosque in a community, killing several people. The assault was said to be a reprisal after residents reportedly ambushed and lynched some bandits 2 days earlier. According to Channels TV, Abdullahi Faskari, secretary to the state government, SSG, described the attack as a deeply painful and heartbreaking tragedy. Faskari, who led a delegation to the village head of Kafi town and relatives of the deceased, assured residents that immediate support had been extended to victims' families while a comprehensive assessment of damages and needs was ongoing. He added that Diko Rada, governor of Katsina State, who is currently on medical leave, consulted with Farouk Lawal, the acting governor, on the need to dispatch a high-powered delegation to commiserate with the bereaved families. During the condolence visit, it was confirmed that 32 persons were killed while observing prayers. The number of those kidnapped is being verified as a swift air interdiction by the Nigerian Air Force disrupted the bandits while they were moving with the captives. In the ensuing confusion, some victims scattered in different directions while others were rescued and are now receiving treatment in hospitals. Our hearts are with the families who lost their loved ones in this senseless attack. This administration remains committed to working with all security agencies to ensure justice is served and to prevent such tragedies in the future. Wow. Killings now daily reality. Atiku criticizes FG over Katsina mosque attack. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says the rising wave of killings in the country has reached an epidemic level that threatens Nigeria's collective humanity. On Tuesday, gunmen killed 13 worshippers during morning prayers in Katsina State. Nasir Moazu, Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs in Katsina State, said the incident was a reprisal attack after villagers ambushed and lynched suspected bandits 2 days earlier, which I just read to you. Moazu added that residents seized 3 motorcycles and 2 AK-47 rifles and rescued kidnapped victims from Ruwan Sanyi village during the incident. Reacting in a post on X on Wednesday, Abubakar said the killings are no longer isolated cases but have become a grim reality across northern Nigeria and other parts of the country. The former vice president said the government's posture shows denial of the worsening security situation. He puts it this way: the wanton killings of innocent Nigerians have reached the epidemic level. Only on Tuesday in Katsina, at least 27 innocent worshippers were massacred inside the mosque by marauding bandits during morning prayers. This attack was not just against a community, it was an assault on our collective humanity. These killings are no longer isolated incidents. They have become a daily reality in the north and across the nation. Villages are being sacked, highways unsafe, and even sacred places of worship are not spared. Yet, the current government continues to operate as if nothing was wrong, remaining detached from the anguish of ordinary Nigerians. The government is aloof and in denial of the worsening security situation. It is about high time that the protection of the lives and properties of the average citizen became a primary responsibility of government. Well, there you have it from Atiku. TCAD 9, empty booth. Nigeria focused on strategic engagements, not trade expo, says presidency. Well, that's our next story. So here we go. The presidency says the focus on Nigeria's empty booth at the ongoing 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TCAD, in Japan is a misrepresentation of the country's mission at the summit. As the meeting kicked off on Wednesday, booths representing various countries welcome investors and visitors. But Nigeria's stand stood conspicuously empty, leaving some delegates to take up the task of manning it. The situation quickly drew criticism from Nigerians online who lamented the country's poor representation at such a high-profile gathering. But the Ministry of Foreign Affairs dismissed the concerns, noting that the booth was scheduled to be inaugurated today. The explanation did little to calm the rage, with citizens labeling it as inadequate excuse. Well, in a lengthy statement, Bayo Onanuga, special advisor to the president on information and strategy, says the narrative of an empty booth did not tell the complete story of Nigeria's activities at TCAD and dismissed it as sensational. Onanuga said the Nigerian delegation was laser-focused on its core objectives of achieving tangible outcomes from the multiple engagements lined up. The Nigerian official delegation, working with corporate Nigeria represented by some of our leading business leaders, didn't come to Yokohama and Tokyo to attend any trade expo designed as an open forum for participating nations. Onanuga also listed the activities lined up for state officials. The Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry and Mines and Agriculture, NASIMA, is scheduled to host an investment forum on Thursday, August 21st, 2025, the statement reads in part. The Nigerian ministers are busy with bilateral sideline discussions. At the same time, President Tinubu will lead meetings with the executives of Tokyo Cooperation, Toyota Cooperation, UN Habitat, UNDP, and the International Finance Corporation. The delegation schedule does not include participation in an open forum trade exhibition. Specifically, the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, is leading the pre-activation meeting to execute several power projects in Nigeria that are being funded by the Japan International Cooperation Agency. One of the projects is the Lagos-Ogun Power Transmission System Improvement, which is designed to improve the wheeling capacity and grid stability and enable the connection of industrial customers. On the corridor, there is also the partnership between the National Power Training Institute, NAPTIN, and JICA to enhance vocational training delivery for the power sector. The third power project is the distributed access through renewable energy scale-up, for which $190 million has been provided. The Minister of Power is scheduled to negotiate with notable original equipment manufacturers such as Toshiba and Hitachi. And then it goes on and on. Onanuga said the country is fully and well represented at the conference. Okay, so let me flip back to that story from Tribune. Now that we've seen it, let's go to Tribune and then top it up with Tribune, because they say that more is supposed to come from that conference, all right, that President Tinubu is currently participating. So let's read parts of it, okay? President Bola Tinubu has outlined key benefits of Nigeria's participation in the ongoing 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD, stressing opportunities for trade, green innovation, and youth empowerment. The president, who arrived in Tokyo earlier this week, joined fellow heads of state and global leaders at a 3-day summit holding at the Pacifico Yokohama International Conference Center from August 20 to August 22. So it should end tomorrow. All right. Conference is focused on Africa's economic transformation, private investment, and technological innovation. In a statement shared via his official social media platforms, the president said Nigeria's engagement at TICAD 9 was geared toward unlocking over $1 billion in trade and investment, boosting industrial growth, and creating new opportunities for young people. The summit provides a launchpad for lasting development and global partnerships anchored on technology, talent, and trust, Tinubu stated, adding that Nigeria aims to strengthen its position as the gateway to West Africa's vast market. He further expressed optimism that the country's active involvement will not only consolidate its leadership role in Africa, but also deepen collaboration with Japan and international partners. So, I don't hear Amabi. It's all right. Let's move on now and look at some of the other stories this morning. Every time they make this trip, they bring plenty things to tell us that these things are happening. People say they want to see it on ground for them to be convinced that these trips are worthwhile. Well, vandalism, major cause of national grid collapses, says TCN. Okay, the transmission company of Nigeria, TCN, says vandalism is a major cause of frequent national grid collapses. Charles Iwamadi, the general manager of TCN Benin region, spoke on Wednesday during a sensitization program in Umelu community in Edo State. He said incidents of vandalism increased by 30% in the last 5 years. Vandalism is directly proportional to the number of system collapses. A greater number of times when we have grid collapse, it is as a result of vandalism, the TCN official said. In the last 5 years, vandalism has increased by over 30%. If not for how we have been managing the system, the number of collapses would have doubled. Iwamadi warns that vandals are putting national assets, including transmission towers and lines that form part of the interconnected grid, at risk. He said one vandalized line can destabilize the entire network, leading to nationwide outages. The general manager also expressed concern over the illegal erection of structures under high-tension transmission lines. Iwamadi warns residents that encroaching on the company's right-of-way poses grave safety and health risk, endangering their lives and those of their families. Residing under transmission towers exposes people to high radiation, health hazards, and the danger of instant death if a line snaps and drops, human beings and structures cannot withstand the impact of a 330 kV line. It is not only illegal, but deadly. He also said the company prioritizes community sensitization over arrest and punitive measures, opting for a collaborative approach to tackle vandalism. The TCN boss commended the Umelu community for their peaceful cooperation along the 131-kilometer Bini-Onitsha transmission line, urging them to sustain it. He said the sensitization program was part of the company's nationwide campaign against vandalism to protect the national grid and ensure uninterrupted electricity supply. All right, so there you have it. It's a vital message that we should take serious. Okay? But I know even as you're hearing another thing. Say, Kelly, don't talk your own, go do our own. Yeah, my job is not to tell you what to do. It's to share information with you. Factual information with you. What you do with it is up to you. She was on visit to the lodge. NYC speaks on assaulted Anambra Corps member. Are they going to prosecute? Doesn't seem so. So, the National Youth Service Corps NYC says the Corps member assaulted by a vigilante group in Anambra was on a visit to the raided lodge. In a statement condemning the act, NYC described the assault as ridiculous. NYC also revealed that the incident happened in Oba Indimili South, LGA of Anambra State. The statement revealed that the assault began after the state operatives asked the occupants of the Corps Lodge to submit themselves for search. It stated that it is committed to ensuring the safety and welfare of 7 Corps members, urging the public to join in the efforts. So what did they say? Our findings reveal that a group of operatives of the Anambra State Vigilante Group forcefully entered a Corps Lodge, that's Corps members' lodge in Oba, alleging that the place was being used for illegal activities which has not been substantiated. The operatives demanded that every occupant of the lodge submit themselves for a search, while Corps members Edemailo Jennifer, who was on a visit to the lodge, was assaulted. As an aftermath, the matter has been reported to the police while investigations and other necessary actions are ongoing. Management wishes to restate its strong commitment to the welfare and security of its Corps members nationwide and would not condone any individual or group of persons that undermines the security of our Corps members for whatsoever reasons. Additionally, members of the public are enjoined to provide adequate security for our Corps members in all their respective places of primary assignment and host communities. Oh, okay. Silence doesn't build nations. Saraki asks young Nigerians to partake in voter registration. Bukola Saraki, former president of the Senate, says young people should take advantage of the ongoing continuous voter registration CVR exercise to get their permanent voter cards, PVCs. In a post on X on Tuesday, Saraki says only about 26% of the 94 million who registered to vote in 2023, that's about 24 million, came out to cast their ballots. You recall that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) had announced on Tuesday that 69,376 prospective voters had pre-registered online within 72 hours or 7 hours of the CVR opening. The former governor of Kwara State said eligible voters should not outsource their responsibilities. Across Nigeria, the continuous voter registration has begun, and with it comes another opportunity to shape our future together. In 2023, young Nigerians showed great promise as nearly 40% of registered voters were between 18 and 34, and over 93 collected their PVCs, yet only 26.7% turned out to vote. Out of almost 94 million who registered, just about 24 million cast their ballots. The gap speaks to the silence of that demographic when it comes to decision making, and silence does not build nations. So it reads on, your vote is your choice, your ballot is your power. With it, you choose leaders, you shape policies, and you decide the direction of your community, your state, and your country. In Kwara State, the state of harmony, the call is even clearer. Harmony survives only when everyone plays their part. Whether young or old, in town or village, every registration strengthens our common voice, and every vote reinforces our shared destiny. Vanguard, assault on corps member, Soludo sacks vigilante operatives. Well, that's the story. That's for opinion poll. We listened to them this morning. So in the clip you listened to, the one of the special advisor to the governor speaking, you also heard a voice that was sounding like he was against what they had done. Senator Ede Dafinone, the lawmaker representing Delta Central Senatorial District, was the one speaking there because he spoke condemning what the corps member had suffered, the brutality she had suffered from the Agunechemba vigilante group members. So that's the voice you listen to. He decried the attack carried out by the operatives of Operation Udogachi, otherwise known as Agunechemba vigilante group, captured in that viral video. So that's the second voice you listen to in that first clip that we'll share with you this morning. So I'm rolling this story over. Illegal mining funds banditry cost Nigeria $9 billion annually. Police. Commissioner of Police, Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Ajao Adewale, has revealed that illegal mining has become a powerful cartel-driven enterprise bankrolled by influential Nigerians, fueling banditry and costing the country an estimated $9 billion annually. That's 13.7 trillion naira. Speaking at a media rally organized by the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, FCT Council, on the fight against illegal mining, role of the media in Abuja, Adewale describes illegal mining as one of Nigeria's most dangerous national security threats. The Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NATI, cited that Nigeria loses up to $9 billion, that's about 13.7 trillion naira, annually to illegal mining or gold smuggling in Nigeria. Illegal mining is not just a mere economic crime. It fuels insecurity, degrades our environment, undermines lawful investment, and robs our nation of vital resources. Reports have shown that powerful Nigerians are the primary drivers of these operations, using foreigners merely as fronts, while banditry and terrorism are bankrolled through this criminal network. The police chief listed Zamfara, Nasarawa, Kogi, Kaduna, Niger, Kwara, Osun, and parts of the FCT as hotspots, noting that over 72 suspects have been arrested in Abuja alone between 2023 and 2024 for illegal mining activities. He stressed that without collaboration between security agencies and the media, the cartels would continue to thrive. And then he said there are reports of powerful Nigerians behind illegal mining and funding insecurity. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, had pointed to several Nigerians as the primary drivers of illegal mining, noting the use of foreigners merely as fronts. He stated that banditry and terrorism are often funded and facilitated by these well-connected individuals, not grassroots artisanal miners. And then also addressing journalists, the commander of the mining marshals, Ata Onoja, cautioned against bias or compromised reportage, warning that illegal mining cartels were sponsoring what he called rogue journalism to discredit enforcement efforts. And then a few more stories. Bandits seize 8 of 10 wards, killed 12 in Katsina LGA. Lawmaker whips. A Katsina state lawmaker broke down in tears while addressing colleagues in parliament, warning that bandits had overrun 8 of the 10 wards in Matazu local government area. The attack has reportedly continued with little sign of relief. Ibrahim Umar Diko, chief whip of the Katsina House of Assembly, stunned colleagues during plenary on Tuesday when he alleged that farmers could no longer access their fields and that 12 persons had been killed in just 2 days. Out of the 10 wards, 8 are under siege. Farmers cannot go to farms. Just yesterday, by the entrance of the town near the secondary school, they killed a young man and rustled 4 oxen. He said at the time, breaking down in tears. Lawmakers swiftly passed motions urging both state and federal governments to send reinforcements to Matazu and neighboring Sabua, and to investigate the sudden withdrawal of security personnel from several communities. Residents say the situation remains dire. Villages in Matazo and Sabua report that farmlands are still inaccessible, families remain displaced, and bandits continue to launch raids with impunity. We have not seen any fresh deployment. People are too scared to return to their farms, said Aminu Mutala, a resident of a community there. The village is one of 6 communities that wrote a petition to the state governor this month over worsening insecurity. Well, the Matazu Council chairman has now appealed for calm, assuring people that the authorities were working tirelessly with security agencies to restore peace. So, a few more stories, this time from Premium Times. This is a very spooky story. I thought it's fake news until I started seeing it on official channels. INEC declares Labour candidate 7 jail term winner of Assembly rerun election. No joke, so. And there's a background to this story from Premium Times, so would add the background and just read it together. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has declared Bright Ngene of the Labour Party, LP, as the winner of the rerun election held in Enugu South urban constituency of Enugu State. INEC declared Mr. Ngene as the winner of the Enugu rerun election in a statement by his spokesperson, Sam Olumekun, on Tuesday. The Enugu South urban constituency rerun was held on 16th August 2025. The 4th attempt the court-ordered exercise was to happen. The election, which was ordered after the 2023 election was nullified in 8 polling units, had faced repeated disruptions since February 2024. Meanwhile, Mr. Ngene is currently serving a 7-year jail term in Enugu State Correctional Center after an Enugu South Magistrate Court sentenced him to prison on the 28th of July 2024 over a communal crisis. Mr. Olumekun, that's Sam Olumekun of INEC, in a statement posted on Facebook on Tuesday, confirmed that Mr. Ngene secured the highest number of votes to defeat his closest rival, Sam Ngene of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. 2 rerun elections by order of the Election Petition Appeal Tribunals were held in Enugu and Kano states. After previous disruptions of the elections in the 2 states by violence and thuggery, the elections have now been concluded. Continuing, the INEC spokesperson said, declaration and return were made by the returning officers. For the Enugu South 1 state constituency of Enugu State, Ngene Bright Emeka of the Labour Party was declared the winner. He noted that the elected candidates would be presented with certificates of return on the 21st of August and the 21st and 22nd of August 2025 for National Assembly candidates and State House of Assembly candidates respectively. The occasion would take place at the INEC National Headquarters in Abuja on Thursday the 21st, which is today, at 3 p.m. For State Houses of Assembly, the certificates of return will be presented to members-elect by the resident electoral commissioners, RECs, in our state offices on Friday, the 22nd of August 2025 at 11 a.m. INEC had declared the Labour Party's Mr. Ngene winner of the election held for the constituency on 18 March 2023, but the tribunal nullified its election in September of that year, before ordering a rerun election within 90 days. The PDP candidate, interestingly, bear the same surname. The PDP candidate in the election, Sam Ngene, challenged Mr. Ngene's election at the tribunal. The LP candidate won in all the rerun elections, including the one ordered by a court of appeal, but the polls were all cancelled afterwards. Even the rerun election held on 16th August 2025 initially looked set to be declared inconclusive after polling officials failed to produce sensitive election materials, including result sheets which appeared to have made the exercise impossible. Meanwhile, LP's Mr. Ngene was convicted in the heat of the repeated victories in the cancelled rerun elections. He was sentenced to 7 year jail term by Enugu South Magistrate Court presided by E.D. Ong. The LP candidate was first arraigned in 2017 alongside two others by the police in Enugu State over theft of 15 million naira belonging to Akuki, a community in Enugu South local government area of the state. The matter had not come up since 2017 when Mr. Ngene served as legal counsel to the community in Enugu State. The matter was later referred to alternative dispute resolution. However, after Mr. Ngene initial election victory in 2023, the magistrate who had earlier transferred the case to ADRO revisited the case, explaining that it was under instruction to conclude the matter. Observers say the prosecution hurried the conviction of the LP candidate, making it politically motivated. So that's the story. And this is our final story. We've been talking about this story for a while. Electricity company petitions Enugu government over new tariff order. Main Power Electricity Distribution Company has filed a petition before the Enugu State Electricity Regulatory Commission, EERC, over the EERC's new tariff reduction order. Main Power is the electricity company in Enugu State which succeeded Enugu Electricity Distribution Company, EEDC. Main Power's petition was dated 14th August 2025 and signed by the Managing Director and CEO, that's the Chief Executive Officer of the electricity company, Ernest Mupwawa. I think so. I know I'm missing it, but let's take Ernest. I think we can take Ernest and move on. In the petition, supported with a 4-paragraph affidavit, Main Power appealed for a review of order number -- tariff order for Main Power Electricity Distribution Limited 2025 to avoid loss of revenue due to downward review of tariff. The company said in the petition that the tariff order published by the EERC on July 18 for them was not agreed by the parties, and that the same did not comply with the regulation Enugu State Regulatory Commission methodology for tariff regulation 2024. Main Power stressed that the methodology for tariff insists that EERC should subject such review to a formal hearing if the Commission does not reach an agreement on cost with the electricity company within 21 days. The company said the EERC, through a letter dated June 30, 2025, invited it for a 3-day meeting to agree on the various parameters for the tariff, which was billed to be held between the 2nd to the 4th of July 2025. However, Main Power insists that it never came to an agreement with the EERC on certain key parameters with huge sensitivity effect. The petitioner, Main Power, was surprised that the respondent, that's the EERC, without agreement on these important and tariff-sensitive parameters, proceeded to conclude the tariffs and publish the tariff order on Friday, 18th July 2025. The petitioner states that despite the incident mentioned in paragraph 9 above, it further engaged the respondent and parties agreed to have a meeting on the 25th of July 2025 to address the concerns of the petitioner, especially as this will threaten the vesting contract arrangement between the petitioner's holding company, that's Enugu Electricity Distribution PLC, and the Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading Company, from where petitioner receives a supply of electricity. The petition also reads on. Main Power said that their presentation during the meetings, during their presentations, the EERC in another letter dated July 30, 2025, maintained that they will go ahead with the implementation of the tariff order on August 1, 2025. So they're asking for a reversal. Main Power in the petition urged the EERC to reverse the new tariff order, explaining that if implemented, it would irreversibly affect the company's business. Given an instance of the impacts, the electricity company said the tariff creates an average monthly revenue shortfall between 1.3 billion naira and 1.5 billion naira, resulting in a cumulative gap of about 6.98 billion naira over 5 months. It also said the new tariff would make compliance with NIBET and market operator settlement obligations to drop significantly from current levels of about 97% to an estimated 81% by the end of 2025. The outcome is a business sustainability risk. Other impacts of the new tariff include possible disconnection of supply to main power, investment risk, operational impact, and strategic as well as reputational impact, the company stated. Mainpower therefore praised the EERC to order the suspension of the application of the tariff order pending the determination of the case. The electricity company also asked for an order of the Commission for a review to approve either Scenario 1, which is 206 Naira kilowatt per hour, or Scenario 2, 194 as contained in its petition. And then lastly, I think this is the last story. Ogun APC suspends Benga Daniel and Kunle Folarin. For some of you that are not aware, there seems to be a feud in Ogun State. It's been on for a while now. Senator Benga Daniel had alleged that Ogun State governor was planning to demolish his home and his hotel. Ogun State government came out to say that nobody is above the law, that they have questions about the location of those facilities. But some people say what is at the heart of the feud is not all this grammar they are speaking, that Benga Daniels is a 7th senator and he intends to return in 2027 to the Senate. The governor, who will be completing his second term, I think in 2027, also is eyeing the, in quote, retirement home for politicians. So he too wants to go to the Senate. The governor is the leader of the party in the state. The senator has an ambition. So that is what some people say is at the heart of this feud. That's between Dakwa Abiodun and Senator Benga Daniel. Benga Daniel was governor of Ogun State some years ago. The All Progressives Congress Working Committee in Ogun has affirmed the suspension of Benga Daniel and Kunle Folarin by their respective wards for alleged anti-party activities. Benga Daniel is Atiku's friend, but he supports Tinubu wholeheartedly. So he even, I think at some point, he left Atiku's group, okay, because of Tinubu's ambition. This may not be very correct. But at some point, he left Atiku's group because of Tinubu's ambition. That's how much he supports Tinubu. So to say that Benga Daniel is being suspended from the party for anti-party activities is suspect, to say the least. But then, what do we know? We're sharing stories with you. This was contained in a statement by Nuberu Olufemi, the Director of Publicity Ogun APC in Abeokuta. According to the statement, the state chairman of the party, Yemi Sanusi, chaired the meeting held on Tuesday with 16 members present, stating that the meeting considered the reports of the disciplinary committees investigating allegations of misconduct and anti-party activities against the 2 members in Ward 4 and 6 of Shagamu local government area, respectively. Ward 4 Shagamu local government area set up a disciplinary committee on the alleged misconduct bordering on anti-party activities committed by Daniel. Similarly, Ward 6 set up a disciplinary committee on the allegations of gross misconduct and anti-party activities allegedly committed by Folarin. They wrote to the members under investigation, inviting them to the disciplinary meetings at which they were to be heard and allowed to present evidence in their defense or request pardon from the party. However, both members failed to respond to the invitations extended them in writing, failed to provide a written defense, and also failed to attend the meetings at which they were to be given the opportunity to defend themselves. In view of their deliberate and unexplained absence, the committees deliberated as scheduled, heard from the available witnesses, considered the available documentary evidence, and deliberated on the allegations. The party added that upon due consideration, the committee suspended the members indefinitely, pending further investigation and the outcome of the committee's inquiry. It explained that the copies of the letters of indefinite suspension had been sent to the state chairman for consideration and approval of the state working committee. The SWC has ratified the suspensions. The meeting demonstrates the party's commitment to maintaining discipline and upholding its constitution. Okay, so I think we're done with the stories for today. Let's go for a quick breather. When we come back, we'll begin our conversation. Please stay with us.
Get ready to feel the rhythm, the groove, and the true vibes of Africa. This is not just music. This is high life. From the legends to the latest, we're bringing you the best of palm wine grooves, jazzy horns, and soul-stirring melodies. There was a sound that told our stories, a rhythm that made our fathers dance and our mothers smile. Welcome to The Thrill, a musical journey through time where legends live on and new stars shine. Join us from Mondays to Thursdays, 9 p.m. on Today95.1 FM for the ultimate high life musical show. Don't just listen, feel the music. High life lives here.
Africa's life. Africa's life. Africa's life.
What's a successful business without sales? And what is sales without an audience? Well, do you know that you can reach 8 million listeners across 6 states in 2 geopolitical zones all at once? How? With Today 95.1 FM, you can get millions of people to know about your business. And what does that mean to you? More sales. Call 081-389-2850 now for more information.
Wetin dey happen late?
They say wahala need finish.
Na this one wahala be like bicycle. The thing just dey
Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey happen? Now for Today 95.1 FM, 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, bomb kwem. Now here you go here. Wetin dey happen for Niger and obodo the world. Now that time where we dey bring you ogbonge tori dem, we go shock you. You go wonder say na person do like this. Now so we dey bring am come give you as it dey hot.
Now where we dey find way to sweep this country? Don't run. You go stay abroad. You dey chapa. You say this one. No worry. When time I reach, I will say I want to take. Make I see where they go.
Homeland is homeland.
Me, I go open gate for them. Now me go be gate man at that time for airport.
Wetin dey happen? Make you no miss Mazi Ike God Ike Nwachukwu and MC Kuro for Wetin dey happen. You go enjoy yourself. No forget to say woman dey chop our recharge card woto woto. I don dey tell una say this place na education center. As you sit down here with us from Monday to Friday, you go enjoy Wetin dey happen. Wetin dey happen? Make you no miss am at all.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
All right, let's get into the issues this morning. Let me introduce Dr. Obidima. He's a journalist, international affairs analyst, lecturer in international diplomacy, River State University. Doctor, good morning. Welcome.
Kelly, good morning. Thank you very much.
And our in-house analyst, Mr. Emmanuel Ndukwe, he's also in the studio. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Nigeria.
Let's begin with this funny story from Enugu State. The winner of the by-election is in prison. I think naturally, that makes him a convict now.
Yes.
Yes.
So he's ineligible to occupy the position that he has won now. Would that be correct, Mr. Anybody can answer. This one is random.
Of course, it is correct.
It's ineligible.
Yes.
Dr. Bidima doesn't agree.
The point there is that before somebody contests election, well, there are conditions. And it's also stipulated in the Constitution. If those conditions were not maybe originally discovered by INEC.
Okay, he should have been disqualified.
Yes.
From contesting.
From contesting. You know? So if INEC cleared him to contest the election, and he won the election. INEC declared him a winner of the election. And some issues, maybe I wrote, those are election petition matters. Then, if somebody went to court to challenge his victory, and eventually, because it's not the duty of the election petition tribunal to convict anybody, it's either to nullify an election or affirm it.
Oh, but they could still make an award now.
Which award? The award?
No, they could still say they could also say that in light of what has been established, the person that came second in the election should be sworn in or declared as the winner of that election.
Yes. If it is nullified, the person could be declared. If he didn't also meet the condition, there could be another for a rerun.
Okay.
Then, I think, as far as election issue is concerned, that is the whole thing. For now, we don't have election crime, whatever law in this country, or whatever tribunal, if you commit certain infraction. Is it that after all these things that the man was discovered to have committed an offense before and was now...
They said the offense has been there since, I think, 2017. 2017, and they moved for alternative dispute resolution. And then suddenly, the same magistrate that initially referred the matter for alternative dispute resolution recalled the case, revisited the case, and passed a ruling on it. That he allegedly stole community's money, whether I say 15 million or so, while he was in a position back then. That's a little background Premium Times is able to share with us.
You see the thing that happened in our politics, including the behavior of judiciary and all these things. It's time that we try to stop this rubbish that give a bad image. Community money. When you were contesting an election, did the community petition? Did the community, is it not the same community that voted him in the first instance and he won the election? So now, where is the proof that he stole community 15 million?
So if there's no proof, how come the magistrate convicted him?
No, because this back and forth, it's not to want to assume that the magistrate have compromised.
He's serving a 7-year prison term, which means that he probably did not appeal the initial ruling of the magistrate court
before contesting the election.
No, I don't know the timing. I don't know the timing of it, I don't know the timing of it. But
I think his conviction happened after the election was contested.
After the election was contested.
Yes, he had contested an election, and then whatever happened, I don't know what they said happened in between. That one was suspended as what. Then later on, the magistrate, which means people went back to file against him, and then he was convicted. So for me, I don't think, I think they can, for me it looks like it's politically motivated.
Exactly.
The other person that is contesting with him is in fact moving the whole thing for him to be jailed, as finally he has succeeded.
Okay.
But what I'm only thinking is that no matter what, even if INEC had given him clearance, but the issue was not raised at the time the clearance was given to him. And later on, the issue came up. That's why they looked into it, whether politically motivated or not. That's the standard now, that he is guilty.
He's in prison.
Simple, he's in prison. But he's not the first person. They may also go, if they also do like the other person, they could also wait at the hands of the other people, and then he will come and then be sworn in.
As he stands, he's a convict.
No.
What if you're not a convict?
That's political incarceration. That's military incarceration. That's a different matter.
Kelly, the issue now is this: they convicted him.
Yes,
but he can appeal against that.
That's it.
And that did not confer automatic. Confirmation.
Dr. Bidima, you're very correct.
Yes.
Right? For the fact that he's serving a 7-year jail term, would suggest to me that he waived his right of appeal. Because this is what happens now. This is what happens
Yes.
now. There's a first court sentence.
Yes.
You are being held in custody. Abi, for prosecution. If you file an appeal, they don't release you.
They won't.
Yeah, they won't release
They
you.
won't release
They will take
you.
you like that and go for the appeal.
You will be going from prison until you win your appeal.
That is it.
Until you win your appeal. So maybe he has an appeal and he hasn't won the appeal.
Exactly. But then that does not, for now, if he has appealed, that do not qualify his opponent to take over that seat.
No, he will not. He will not.
But he can't.
The guy has won.
He can't serve from prison.
No.
The point of the rerun.
The election is not nullified.
The point of the rerun becomes defeated.
No, see. Good, you mentioned this rerun.
The rerun becomes defeated now.
See, the issue now is that the second person won't take that. Yeah. Because if he files an appeal, they will be taking him there. If he wins an appeal, he may go.
Exactly.
See, I am saying Chief Obasanjo was in prison, whether political case or whatever, but he was incarcerated and he was brought out to be the president, number one person of the country. So they could also look at this, his legal issues, and then depending on the amount he has in his pocket.
The Labour Party should do is to petition the magistrate, then JC.
You know, this country is very dirty. I don't understand.
I'm not sure why you're petitioning the magistrate.
Yeah, because if you see how...
Is he not the one that sat on that case before?
And they referred it to...
He has a right of appeal.
Yes.
Which, as a citizen, he has rights to.
Not that they can't appeal, but that did not deflect the point that a petition can be raised against the magistrate.
Well, this matter is not ended, but we have to go for a commercial break. We'll take that break. After that, we'll go for the news, return for more commercials. When we come back, we'll close this. Because I'm not satisfied with what Mr. Ndukwa and Dr. Beduma are saying. I'm not at all. So when we come back, we'll close it and look at other issues. Yeah? Please stay with us. We're back in a moment.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Please listen to this infomercial. Become a smart and luxurious homeowner with Swizaco Estate at prime locations. Are you ready to elevate your lifestyle and become a smart home owner without the usual hassle of building from scratch? Swizaco Estate offers a unique opportunity to own premium homes in Nigeria's top cities, Port Harcourt, Lagos, and Abuja, with ease and convenience. Imagine securing your dream property without the burden of community, government, family, or development fees, with only an initial deposit ranging from 5 million naira to 10 million naira. You can take a giant step towards becoming a proud smart home owner. Don't wait to take this opportunity. Grab your phone and save this important number now. 0814 518 5126. Again, 0814 518 5126. With Swizaco, it even gets better. Swizaco Estate goes beyond local real estate. You can also become a complete or fractional homeowner in some world's most coveted destinations, including Dubai, London, USA, Canada, Qatar, and Singapore. Start enjoying rental income in dollars while diversifying your property portfolio internationally. There's more. Swizaco also offers a lucrative avenue to become a sales partner and up to 15% commission every time you introduce a buyer who purchases land or properties through Swizaco. Plus, you have the option to buy land from Swizaco and sell it back to Swizaco in just 12 months and enjoy an impressive 30% return on investment. Swizaco Estate is a proud member of the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, underscoring its commitment to trust, stability, and credibility in the marketplace. Don't miss out. Hurry and visit Swizaco office today at Styles Plaza beside Chicken Republic, Rukwoku, for site inspections. Act fast because property prices are expected to increase by 50% soon. For detailed information, visit our website at www.swizacoestates.com or call 0814 518 5126 5126. Again, 0814-518-5126. Now, if you missed out on the information we started off with, sit back for the recap. Become a smart and luxurious homeowner with Swizaco Estate at prime locations. Are you ready to elevate your lifestyle and become a smart home owner without the usual hassle of building from scratch? Swizaco Estate offers a unique opportunity to own premium homes in Nigeria's top cities, Port Harcourt, Lagos, and Abuja, with ease and convenience. Imagine securing your dream property without the burden of community, government, family, or development fees. With only an initial deposit ranging from 5 million naira to 10 million naira, you can take a giant step towards becoming a proud smart home owner. Don't wait to take this opportunity. Grab your phone and save this important number now. 0814 518 5126. Again, 0814 518 5126. With Swizaco, it even gets better. Swizaco Estate goes beyond local real estate. You can also become a complete or fractional homeowner in some world's most coveted destinations, including Dubai, London, USA, Canada, Qatar, and Singapore. Start enjoying rental income in dollars while diversifying your property portfolio internationally. There's more. Swizaco also offers a lucrative avenue to become a sales partner and up to 15% commission every time you introduce a buyer who purchases land or properties through Swizaco. Plus, you have the option to buy land from Swizaco and sell it back to Swizaco in just 12 months and enjoy an impressive 30% return on investment. Swizaco Estate is a proud member of the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, underscoring its commitment to trust, stability, and credibility in the marketplace. Don't miss out. Hurry and visit Swizaco office today at Styles Plaza beside Chicken Republic, Rukwoku, for site inspections. Act fast because property prices are expected to increase by 50% soon. For detailed information, visit our website at www.swizacoestates.com or call 0814 518 5126. Again, 0814 518 5126. Make your dream home a reality today. Swizaco, stable and credible. And that ends this infomercial.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Oh, what did it happen now? No bonus for all my lines. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Welcome to NRI Herbal Supplements. NRI invites you to health and business seminar presentation every Tuesday and Saturday by 11 a.m. at number 14 Honeymoon Plaza, Rumola Rumokuta Road, close to Rumola Junction. Our office opens Mondays to Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. For product collection and inquiry, call us on 0806 765 8388. Once again, 0806-765-8388. Visit our NRI Herbal Supplements office. Your good health is our priority. Once again, number 14, Honeymoon Plaza, Rumola Rumokuta Road by 9 a.m. every day.
5.1 FM, where news meets insight, sports meets passion, and entertainment meets excellence. Expert analysis from seasoned professionals and our top analysts, informing, educating, and entertaining you. Your voice, your station. We are the voice of the people.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
A very good morning to you. Here's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Kelly Ikemenjima. The Ministry of Youth Development is partnered with Investonaire Academy to commence registration for a nationwide financial education program to train 100,000 youth annually in financial literacy, global trade, entrepreneurship, and investment. This was contained in a statement signed by the Ministry's Director, Information and Public Relations, Omolara Esson. According to the statement, the initiative reflects the Ministry's commitment to empowering Nigerian youth aimed at transforming lives, improving employability, and promote sustainable wealth creation. Esson said participants will benefit from a comprehensive and practical learning platform, adding that graduates of the program will receive an industry-recognized certificate supporting career advancement and entrepreneurial growth. The federal government said the program will be delivered through a learning management system integrating gamified learning, simulations, and trading scenarios, adding that in-person sessions will commence in Abuja with other states to follow. It also added that the initiative was open to all youth, students, members of the National Youth Service Corps, and young professionals across the 36 states of the Federation and Abuja. The chairman of the Nigerians and Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri-Erewa, has revealed that approximately 7,000 Nigerian migrants are currently stranded in Libya. Dabiri-Erewa made this known during the official launch of the International Organization for Migration Strategic Plan for Nigeria 2025 to 2027 held in Abuja. The event also featured remarks from the International Organization for Migration Chief of Mission in Nigeria, Sharon Dimanche, who stressed the collaborative nature of the new strategic plan. Dimanche stressed that the strategy is not an external imposition but a nationally driven initiative. Calling for collective action, she urged government institutions and stakeholders to take ownership of the strategy and ensure its implementation. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluide, has reiterated his commitment to improving the welfare of officers and soldiers across the country. According to him, the well-being of troops and their families remain a top priority under his leadership. Oluide gave this assurance while addressing newsmen at the end of his 3-day operational visit to the headquarters of the Nigerian Army 6th Division in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The Army Chief, who inaugurated several projects during the visit, said the tour was primarily aimed at assessing the operational readiness of formations under the division, as well as interact with troops and critical stakeholders in the Niger Delta region, explaining that the visit allowed him to see firsthand the challenges confronting soldiers on the front line of duty. According to him, ensuring their welfare is essential to maintaining the high morale and effectiveness in the discharge of military operations. On the foreign scene, the United States and other key players, including the United Arab Emirates, have jointly called for Sudan's warring sides to agree to pauses in fighting to allow in aid, express alarm at worsening hunger. The group in a statement said it's appalled by the continuous deterioration of the humanitarian situation in Sudan, including the growing number of people in situations of severe malnutrition and famine, and by the wide range of access impediments that are delaying or blocking the response in key areas. The group said the situation was especially urgent in North Darfur and Kordofan regions. The country has urgently reiterated that international humanitarian law must be fully respected. Sudan has been ravaged by violence and hunger since the army and paramilitary rapid support forces went to war in April 2023. According to the United Nations, nearly 25 million people in Sudan face dire hunger, with millions cut off from life-saving aid. And that's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Hello, join us Fridays, 7:30 a.m. on Our Top Picks, and together we'll review the big national stories of the week, all in 30 minutes. It promises so much fun. Our Top Picks, Fridays, 7:30 a.m. Don't miss it.
Tune in for a journey beyond the ordinary.
Fasten your seatbelts.
We are not just a station, we are the station. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Thank you all for staying with us. Let's meet some guests this morning from Trade to Retire.
Yeah.
Welcome, sirs. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
For the benefit of those hearing your voice, please introduce yourself.
My name is Prince Ochidi, lead director and trainer for Trade to Retire Academy.
Okay.
And my name is Kufre Itina, the business development manager of Trade to Retire, and we are so thrilled to be here with you guys.
Okay, so let me guess, you are the owner.
No.
He's the marketer.
No, not exactly.
You guys are collaborating in setting this up.
Exactly.
So what do you do at Trade to Retire?
So for Trade to Retire, we are basically an academic educational company that focuses on establishing the lives of individuals by infusing proper forex knowledge. So at Trade to Retire Academy, we teach you how to successfully become independent in trading and fall less for scams. You know, the truth is, statistics shows that a lot of persons are failing, but so far Trade to Retire has come into the system to change that narrative.
Okay, so what do you do in bringing or helping people change this erroneous narrative and embrace Forex, right?
Exactly.
It's Forex?
Yes, it is.
So you focus on educating people so that they can be profitable.
Exactly.
Would that be correct?
Yeah.
So people need to be part of you, or they can just call you up, and how does it work?
So the problem we persons are facing today is a knowledge problem that we all are aware of. That is why we want persons to be able to have total control of what they are doing.
Okay.
If you had the knowledge or have the knowledge, you would be knowledgeable at every point in time. You will not fall prey to anything.
Okay.
So we are thrilled to invite our friends to come and join us at Trade to Retire. We're having a breakfast event this weekend on Saturday by 9 a.m. at our office in Rumola at number 12 Stadium Link Road,
okay,
King David Plaza. We're inviting our friends. Are you a forex trader? Are you one who is interested in learning about the financial market? Are you one that wants to take control of this opportunity? Come and have breakfast with us this Saturday and let us talk. Let us talk about how you can achieve all of this. Imagine walking away with a clear blueprint for your next wave, a renewed sense of confidence in your own abilities, and a network of like-minded people who are as driven as you are.
And again, to add to this, the purpose of this breakfast event is actually to build a community. You know, we always say that it is easier to succeed when you work as a team.
Okay.
And so the breakfast event, as much as we have a lot of services which we are going to be infusing, we want to build a community that does exist. Most times the challenge with traders is they come into the trading system but they are left alone. We are trying to hold you by the hand and succeed. It's not just the different value we have to give to you, but first let's create that community where you know that once you step in, the chances of succeeding is there. Any other thing we are adding to you is just added value.
So why is that sense of community important?
Because it's just like they say, if you have to go far, work alone, but if you have to achieve something, you need to work with a team. Nobody stands alone and succeeds.
Okay.
And so everybody needs, because where you see my weakness, you can complement that. Where I see your weakness, I can complement that. So it's a case of let's build each other's weaknesses. And what Trade to Retire Academy has done is we are like the first to infuse artificial intelligence in trading.
Yeah, some people will disagree.
Well, they may disagree, but in terms of results, everybody can bring in an information, but not everybody can replicate realistic results.
Okay.
You see, if you go on Google, if you go on Trustpilot, they are amazing results. As per this is realistic, and this is what students that's why we are saying come this Saturday. It's not just about the breakfast, it is about what you intend to see. So like the last phase one that was held last month, it was so amazing because even at the event people could literally start making money because of
Okay.
the information that was passed to them.
So at Trade to Retire, people can learn and earn.
Of course. And that's why the name Trade to Retire. And it's not just for those who are working, it's also applicable to students. You see,
it's enrollment free. The breakfast
the breakfast event is entirely free, and it's amazing because you can come and leverage from the experience of traders. Mr. Prince here has been trading for the last 13 years. I have been trading for the last 9 years. So we have hands-on experience that you can come and leverage from. All you need to do is send yes or call 0916 141 9928. Send yes or call or WhatsApp 0916 141 9928. I'll take that again, 0916 141 9928.
Okay. Who and who are you looking to reach? Persons you want to be part of this. Do you have a set of persons in mind, a group of persons in mind?
So at Trade to Retire, the reach is for everybody. As long as you are above 18 years, where you are legally advised to engage in the financial market, it is applicable to everyone. So we are not secluding it to a certain number of persons. But what we do, we are a more practical company. Sometimes we say come with your device, come with your laptop at the event. It's not just coming to enjoy the breakfast, it's coming to gain value. Because the last event that was held, while we were having the event, we showed great examples on how you can make money with gold.
Okay.
We showed great examples on how you can create amazing tools. We showed great examples on how you can perfectly manage your finance. And so at that point, it's not just about the breakfast where we are just trying to showcase the services. It's a practical approach so you can instantly start getting value. And that's why we say come this Saturday, you would be leaving with so much excitement because we are going to be realistic, all right? And then show you more practical. So if you want to be at the event, text yes to 0916 141 9928. 0916 141 9928. Let me repeat it again. 0916 141 9928 at King David Plaza, number 12 Rumola, Stadium Road, Link Road. Yes.
Okay. So those you're inviting, what are they expected to come with?
So for me, I always say this: come with an open mind.
Okay.
Come with the open mind to learn. If you have a good tab, you can come with it. If you can come with your system, fine. If not, come with your notes, your notepad and your pen, and a friend.
A friend.
Especially a friend. Come with you. Like the last event, someone said, can I come with my family members? We said, of course. And the person was so amazing. It may also interest you to know that the person is actually now doing so great with the services that Trade to Retire offers. It's been amazing.
So after the last breakfast event we had, we taught some students who indicated to learn how to use the tools. We taught them to create their own AI to be able to manage their own finance, and it was truly amazing. As I'm talking to you today, we still have evidence of these students. And our reviews on Trustpilot and Google Play, where they had to go on live to tell people of Port Harcourt that what we are doing is actually real and it's true. So
as a matter of fact, you can just check it. Just Google top 10 forex academies leading in Port Harcourt. Trade to Retire is up there. So this is not a case of we pushing it ourselves. This is a case of organic responses and organic reviews. That's why we are saying come and see these things for yourself. On Saturday by 9 a.m. Text CS to 0916 141 9928. I repeat, 0916 141 9928. 0916 141 9928. It's going to be super amazing.
So you've said a lot about your pedigree.
Yeah.
But there are persons that may still doubt.
Okay.
Because they've had difficult and bitter experiences.
Exactly.
What would you say to them?
So what I want to say to, of course, it's normal to feel beaten or to feel shy after being beaten. But I will say this, since it's a breakfast and no one is asking you for anything, why don't you take the risk to come and see for yourself? Why don't you take the chance to come and see what we are doing? Because what's really cool about what we're doing is that we are showing people these things practically. Most persons won't. They'll have to tell you to do this or pay a fee before you learn. We are practically showing it to you beforehand. So you're seeing and having a taste of what it feels like. And that is what we are inviting our friends to do. So send yes to 091 6141 9928. Come and taste and see for yourself. And then you can decide to take the big leap.
The number again, please.
0916 141 9928. Send yes to 0916 141 9928.
Are there big incentives that people should be looking forward to? People like to hear, you'll get a funding of maybe $1,000. You get a funding of maybe $10,000. Maybe first 5 to come. Do you have incentives like that?
So for us, right, we like being so honest because part of our core value is integrity. The biggest incentive that we propose right now is the amazing knowledge you are getting instantly. That is actually priceless. You are imagine leaving an event with the possibilities of making money with proper risk management. Of course, if you had to attend this kind of event, you would pay $1,000 or probably $500 on a begging scale. But we are doing this free because we came into the system to revolutionize trading. And that is why you see the amazing results we have. So don't pay for anything. Just come with your laptop, come with your phone, come with your internet, come with your friends, and we can beat our chest and tell you that you wouldn't be leaving the event without lots of smiles.
So how long have you been doing this? As a company?
As a company, since this year, actually. We've been doing this since this year. We actually started with our Kingdom Capital project. It was free. We showed people and taught people how to trade for free. Why? Because we wanted to draw them to God. It was a faith-based movement. It started as a faith-based movement. We wanted to show people that it is when you make more money that you can draw close to God. When you lessen the problems of your life and can be in control of your finance, that you feel easy to worship God. But then, at the same time, we saw that a lot of Nigerians have been marginalized. This space, a lot of people have been hurt. So we now decided to take it a bit further. We did the Kingdom Capital Project 2, the phase 2. To still teach further people. And we've taught over 1,000+ persons since we started in Port Harcourt free. But we don't just want to stop there. We want people to actually see that you can go beyond free things. Come and own the moment. Come and learn the practical skills to be fully responsible to improve the quality of life and standard of living of yourself through the financial market. That is why we're welcoming friends, persons who have been hurt by the system, persons who know how to trade, persons who want to learn. Come and join the community and leverage on the experience of professional traders who are doing these things on a daily basis and making consistent results from it. Because now who follow who know road, you see road.
So the venue again,
number
the time,
12,
the date, and the number.
Stadium Link Road. It's if Resto Park by Rumola. If you stop there, the Stadium Link Road is opposite Resto Park. So number 12, Rumola Stadium Link Road, 9 a.m. on Saturday, 23rd. Send yes to WhatsApp or SMS 0916 141 9928. 0916 141 9928. I'll take that again. 0916 141 9928.
All right, before we go, final words this morning.
I think for me, the truth is, opportunities are as a result of the information you get. And so this is one of those informations that you shouldn't look down on. And so the only way you can get into the next phase of your life is actually taking a step. And so don't just hear this amazing opportunity and then skip it because you've had bad experiences. Why not take a step today? Come for this event and let's see the results, because it is that step you take that can change the game entirely for you.
Okay.
So every choice has a cost, and not choosing is still choosing. So staying safe or trying to stay too safe will still cost your growth. Taking risks will cost your comfort. Doing nothing will cost your dream.
All right.
Life will always take something from you. So it's important for you to choose right. Choose to join the right community and grow and learn and earn.
So before I just wrap up, let's just call the number once again: 0916 141 9928. 0916 141 9928. Finally, 0916 141 9928.
Thank you so much, sirs, for
Thank
making
you.
the time
Thank
to
you,
be here.
guys.
Guest from Trade to Retire. We'll continue our conversation on the papers. Please stay with us.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
What in the happen, Lord?
They say wahala be
Nah, this one wahala be like bicycle. They just
Waiting the happen. Now for Today 95.1 FM, 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, Bomkwem. Now here you go here, waiting the happen for Niger and Obodo the world. Now that time where we they bring you Ogbonga to them, where go shock you. You go wonder, say a person do like this. Now so we they bring them, can't give you acid the hot.
Now where would they find way to sweep this country? Don't run. It goes to blood in the chopper. You say this one, no worry. When time I reach, I'll say I want to take. Make I see where they go.
Homeland is homeland.
Me, I go open gates for them. I no go be get man at that time for airport.
Waiting the happen. Make you know Miss Mazi Ike God Ike Machuku and MC Kuro for waiting the happen. You go enjoy yourself. Not forget to say woman they chop our recharge card woto. I don't tell you say this place na education center. As you sit down here with us from Monday to Friday, you go enjoy waiting the happen. Waiting the happen. Make you know miss am at all.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back. All right, thank you all for staying with us. Before we jump into the conversation, let's read some of your contributions this morning. I see some of your messages coming, so let's read this one. Okay. Is it? I don't have your time. If you had something to say, you would have said it. Good morning, Kelly and the panelists. The dismissal and prosecution of the vigilantes by Anambra State government is just an afterthought. Why are they taking action now that the video is trending? I assure you that those guys will still be released and reintegrated into the security agency. Wojo Chidebere from Oyibo sent that one. Thank you, sir. Inyama puts it this way. Good morning, Mr. Kelly. You have seen the state of Anambra and the state of living in Nigeria as an African woman, stripping women naked and overpowering, including covering up that has been raining. But has it been all ladies are all presidents and governors' daughters? They will act constitutionally. Nigeria's constitution works only for public, not for politicians. This is a state an African woman found themselves, but we beg all women to stay safe out there and run away from troubles if possible. Okay. Inyama, you send this message. Good morning, Kelly. Is it not obvious that the parents of the girl were compelled not to press charges in order not to tarnish and scuffle the chances of the governor in the forthcoming election? But now that the video has eventually gone viral, all of a sudden the parents now want to press charges. It's just unfortunate that women have become endangered species in Nigeria. Patrick from Paris sent this message. Thank you, Patrick. Good morning, Mr. Kelly and the panelists. Governor of Anambra State, Soludo, sacks vigilante members. Okay. Says a step in the right direction. Sacking them is not enough. The assault was barbaric and uncivilized. The culprits involved should be prosecuted and charged to court. This will serve as a deterrent to others. Wanate Clinton West sent that one. Thank you, Wanate. I commend former Vice President Atiku Abubakar for his constant watchful eyes on the sluggishness of President Tinubu's administration. Furthermore, Tinubu's administration is not interested in governance. Rather, President Tinubu is only interested in traveling from country to country. Brightner from Woji. It looks like a bigger diary. The last I didn't come with a diary. The announcement of a Labour Party candidate who is in prison for 7 years as winner of the election in 2023 goes to show that majority of Nigerians came out and voted massively for Mr. Obi in the elections. I weep because Nigerians lost Peter Obi. He said the true messiah of Nigeria, Zeus from Rukpoku. I'm sure Elder that just walked out would have nodded his head in affirmation. Good morning, Kelly. Recall the former governor of Abia State, Third Orji, won his election from prison and became the governor. Maybe Mr. Ndukwe may remember. Emeka from Rumudara. Is that the case? I can't recall. Third Orji was in prison. I can't remember that.
I'm not sure.
Okay, yes. It was when he was chief of staff to Uzokalo.
Okay.
So he was picked by EFCC.
Okay.
That time, while the campaign election was going on.
Was he serving?
No.
That's it.
Okay. Morning, Kelly and other panelists. To Saraki, Bukola Saraki, Nigerian youth are tired and discouraged with the way elections are being conducted in this country. I have vowed not to vote again after what I saw in a certain area in the last election. Ejima from Army Rage, you sent that message. Thank you so much. So there's a voice note. We'll listen to it later. Even though it's longer, we'll listen to it within the limits that you're supposed to say. So let's conclude on this first story. So my confusion is, Mr. Ndukwe says that in as much as there was an offense, it being political would not cheat him from occupying the position. I think that's what you were trying to say.
Yes, unless otherwise, those in authority, for instance, the governor of whichever state he is from, it's not against. It's against him. If it's against him and doesn't want him to come and then occupy that position, it might be difficult for him.
He's of the Labour Party. Yeah. The PDP candidate is second.
The governor is the governor, whether Labour Party or not Labour Party.
Okay.
Yes.
The PDP governor being second has not been.
The PDP candidate.
Candidate being second has not been given the nod by any tribunal or declared him as the winner of the election, so he cannot occupy that place.
But we can agree that it is likely that someone could take an argument that this person is in court, he's serving a sentence. If the appeal doesn't overturn it,
yes,
the person could argue to say, well, based on that, he can't occupy this position.
But that's the true position.
That would be the true position.
Yes.
If he remains in court, if he doesn't get,
if the appeal doesn't sell through,
the point there is that you know the way we do things in this country.
Dr. Biduma, you said plenty points today.
Yeah,
which one is this one? Is this the final point or the main point?
No, the appeal could remain there in the next 10 years.
That's also another problem.
So it's very likely that he may not enjoy that position that he has won.
Yes.
Let me introduce Amma Pusenebo Bobosofri Brown, Managing Consultant, CEO Grain Consulting. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, Kelly, my fellow panelists. Good morning to our listeners in Rivers State and everywhere else in Nigeria where they're hearing us.
It's good to see the diary back.
The diary was never far away from us.
Okay. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I want to take a view on this story, but I don't know. I'm looking at time. So there's a case of a a candidate in prison.
Yes.
Who was declared winner of the election in Enugu State of the Labour Party. What do you think would happen?
I don't know. Dr. Bidima is better placed to guide us on the legality.
Not a lawyer.
Well, you interact with them so often that
you would almost think that he's one.
At least he knows the survival techniques with the legal system. The thing is, generally, politics is the art. In Nigeria, it has become the art of survival in an impossible context. But you can put it nicely to say that you survive by flexibility and betrayal of values. So if we work from that premise, a lot of things, we've seen people who were condemned, properly condemned by sentenced by courts, given a slap on the wrist and asked to go and sin no more. In fact, they are sitting in the Senate. Yes, some trials were suddenly ruled as improper.
But that's a different thing.
No.
That's a concluded, a concluded judicial procedure.
Kelly, you're looking at the judicial system in a holistic sense, whether it is at the beginning,
that's my job,
or the beginning or at the end. A judicial system that we have seen now in Nigeria is one that is capable of even ruling on an issue and asking everybody not to take it as a precedent. We have seen a judicial system that can say its previous decisions are no longer binding. So the flexibility over political issues have become tremendously formidable in the Fourth Republic. That's the point I'm making. So depending on where this man is aligned, we have erected politics into a position of supremacy that is even above the law, above culture, above tradition. That's a struggle for precedence and ascendancy, which we see in our political environment.
So that may be a factor in consideration as to what would happen for him or happen to him in the state. But I think for the benefit of those listening, if I understood what Amaposanbo was making reference to, it's probably Oji Uzor Kalu. The matter,
he has a name.
The matter was concluded in court, and the seeming conviction was overturned because the court, in its view, said procedure was ignored. So in that case, Oji Uzor Kalu is not an ex-convict. He's not.
Because the court said so.
And the good thing is, Amaposanbo, who is a seasoned journalist, knows. But of course, every one of us will have that side of us that would eat sometimes. I will want to indulge it. But my job is to state what the facts are and leave you to decide what you want to do with that information. So let's move on.
No, Kelly. If you put it like that, you are inventing a cloak of innocence that does not exist for your program.
Okay.
Now, the fact is the court being predictable or not? We had the case of Oji Uzor Kalu, where a court made a pronouncement of guilt against him conclusively. Under normal circumstances, we would expect that judgment to hold. Excuse me. Under normal circumstances, if Oji Uzor Kalu were not Oji Uzor Kalu,
I beg to disagree, sir, without trying to be a spokesperson for Oji Uzor Kalu.
Yes.
Because if my memory serves me right,
yes,
there was a question.
Only paying you. You are doing
There was a question with the procedure. I can't remember his name now. I think he was promoted to the Court of Appeal.
Suddenly.
No, he was promoted. The judge on the matter was promoted to the Court of Appeal.
Became a candidate for promotion.
And he was promoted.
He didn't see it coming.
No, but he was promoted.
He was promoted.
Okay. And he insisted.
Very conveniently so.
Sir.
Very conveniently
no,
so.
I like that you're saying this thing.
In respect
he was
of
promoted
this case.
while on the case.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
On promotion, he insisted on continuing on with that case. That's the knowledge I have.
Why would he do so?
But he should have left that case because he has moved to a different division.
Which was the intention of the promotion.
So whether it was intended...
That was the intention of the
whether
promotion.
it was intended ab initio to save Ojus or Kalu, there was a breach in procedure. You agree that there was a breach in procedure. And when Oji took his appeal higher up, it was established that for the fact that this man had been promoted, he had no business deciding the outcome of this case any longer. It was pretty clear. The breach. That was a breach of procedure. It was clear. That's how Oju Kalu was let off the hook.
You and I are saying the same thing. That because it was an Ojus or Kalu, there had to be a breach.
Understand that.
How about Olisa Metu? How about Olisa Metu?
How is that different?
No. Olisa Metu is
Did
opposition PDP. It happened under Buhari's government now.
Did the court not show the same level of flexibility?
No, but it's still about procedure.
No.
If you breach procedure, there are consequences.
Suddenly, procedure has become so flexible that some are allowed to breach it and others are not. I ask you again, Kelly, if Ojus Okalo was not a serving senator with his background as former governor, if Olisa Metu were not
publicity secretary
of an elephant, a political elephant that had been shot down and the carcass was about to be cut to pieces for dinner, would they have gotten the judicial system in Nigeria suddenly being procedurally effective?
So I can't particularly remember cases now to cite that will be effective.
There are none.
In the case of
to save you the trouble.
I think is it O.J. Simpson that is dead now?
Yes.
The way that case went on in America, people still believe that because of his influence as a former footballer, right? Because of his influence, he was able to get a good lawyer, who argued based on technicalities, who swung the case. Yes. That's in America.
Yes.
That's in established jurisdictions that we admire and we try to emulate.
That does not mean the principles we are canvassing here do not apply there.
Okay, the principles we are canvassing here do not apply there. So it means
sometimes it does.
So it means that we don't have a perfect watertight situation even in the advanced
anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
Yes. Yeah. I would like, but some systems, some political systems are known to be more immersed in interference, judicial interference than others. I'd like to draw your attention to what happened in the UK when a certain prime minister during the COVID era decided to go, a certain prime minister called Boris Johnson, Boris Johnson, decided to go dancing at the expense of UK citizens and did everything to turn parliamentary procedure upside down. The court said, no, you can't do that. Right? So it's not in all democratic systems that you find this kind of judicial rascality called flexibility.
But you also agree, sir, that the court did not ask Boris Johnson to quit his position.
Boris Johnson. No.
But you also agree
once
that the court did not.
Took that decision, his position became untenable.
No, but
the British legal
no, but the fact
in
still
the
remains
British
that
parliamentary system, he was required to call elections.
I'm not saying about if his party did not pass that vote of no confidence on him, he would have held on as Prime Minister of Britain.
And that's why
that's what we are saying now.
No, it still behoved his party members to make a decision in addressing his position as Prime Minister of the UK.
Once in the UK system, the parliamentary system, right? Once the leader of the party has led the party into a conundrum, especially one where the judicial process pronounced the untenability of the position of the party leader. It was clear that he had to resign. It was clear that he had to be replaced. it was clear that he could no longer continue to lead the party. And it happened not just to him. There are several
but you also
who
agree,
came after him.
You agree, as we move on, that there is no watertight, super-proof judicial system anywhere in the world.
Not quite.
As very intelligent and brilliant lawyers can look for loopholes in a procedure, capitalize on it, and win cases.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
But you and I are saying the same thing, that
not quite.
The judicial system tends to become more flexible where the individual concerned can afford either the very brilliant lawyers you are talking about or look to the right. As Babangida said, a little to the left, you pay a brilliant lawyer, and a little to the right, you join APC in Nigeria.
I've read and
your
followed
sins are forgiven.
some very intelligent lawyers in this my short lifetime, how they were able to win very difficult cases. In fact, the cases on the surface of it looked like this was impossible. The lawyers walked in, did their magic, and at the end of the day, even the jury agreed to say, we felt it was going to be like this, but with the evidence you have prevented, whether it's political or not, we're talking about the judiciary. Because I don't believe that Ojus Okalo escaped because he was all planned. I may not have that belief, but for the sake of those listening, it's only necessary that we understand that in the case of Ojus Okalo, it was procedure that was breached, and on the basis of that, he was let off the book.
Political cases in Nigeria is quite fluid.
You remember the one I mentioned? Kelly,
completely.
You remember the one I mentioned?
Which one did you mention?
He was serving. Consensually, they say he should come out and be the president.
But he was incarcerated by a military head of state. Was there
no reason for the incarceration?
Was there a court judgment that convicted him?
The decree that empowered the tribunal.
Simple. And up and down, there was an incarceration. Judicial incarceration.
Let's move on from this story.
Things could turn that way for that guy in Enugu.
So let's go and see. Let's go to Ogun State. Let's just talk some politics. Can't we test our popularity by the will of the people without trying to be ingenious in a negative way? I'm saying so because what a lot of analysts are saying from Ogun State is the reason why Dapo Abiodun is fighting Gbenga Daniel is because Dapo has an ambition to go to the Senate. He wants to retire to the Senate in 2027. The 7th senator also intends to return to the Senate in 2027. Can both men test their popularity by let's contest? Now we're hearing that the APC in Ogun State has suspended Gbenga Daniel. So my question is, can't I am popular, you are popular. I was governor, now I'm senator. You are governor, you are serving 8 years. You want to go to the Senate. We're from the same senatorial district, so one of us has to make way for the other. Can't we go to the party and say, delegates, vote for me, I'm more popular, rather than trying to outsmart the other person? Dr. Obidima.
Let's look at some schools of thought, realism and idealism. Everything about Nigerian politics in the negative is realism. So an ideal situation which ought to really be the thing we should be craving for, civilize us, no, it's not taken. So the real issue about Nigerian politics is that it has gotten to the point that every other industry has been neglected other than the oil, except the political industry. And there is what? A battle, survival battle.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that survival battle, without it, look, let me tell you, Kelly, no matter the politicians you see, here, billions and millions, they are stealing their stuff. They leave office, they cannot stay away for just one tenure. And they will not go down financially. Emotionally, they will go down. Psychologically, they will go down. Spiritually, they will go down. Even physically, they will go down. So the only thing that can sustain their entire livelihood is to continue to push by hook or crook to remain in political positions.
So it's really about survival.
It's not. Yes, it's not about service. It's not about governance. Look at people finish election in Senate climes, governor, president. They just peacefully retire. You don't see them running about for whatever and all those things, because they don't have any other thing they can do in life other than to steal, to loot the resources. Look, let me tell you, if military takes over this country today and these people are banished for the next 10 years, a lot of them will go to the mortuary. They can't survive the situation. So, and that is the kind of politics we are. It's not a politics we play to ensure an egalitarian society, no. It's not the politics. That's why you see our political leaders behave like they behave like people. Do I say, borrowing the word of Nandekalo? People who are in the zoo, even animals in the zoo have better behavior. And the behavior of the political class also have given wrong image about Nigerians abroad.
Okay.
Look, 2 days ago, let me put it, one of our members, Professor Conte Trian, Club 401, we're in a meeting on Saturday, and there's something we are discussing. We asked him, look, you'll be carrying your outreach to Kenya, to Uganda, the eastern part of Africa, southern part of Africa. As a preacher, can we also hear from you the impression of even other African countries about us? He said that even there the preacher are also suspect. So now,
they suspect him too.
My wife's sister in UK, they were talking the other day. He said what they go to, even when they go to work, that if you're Nigerian, they look at you somehow. And you'll be walking, do your work. You don't know that somebody is looking, and you say, don't like this, people, they just remove their eye. It will take time before they will begin to associate with you because you're Nigerian.
Mm-hmm. They treat you with suspicion.
You know? So why did you go? And before, it wasn't like that. If you go to the street of London, America and others, they respect you, make sure you're Nigerian. They even want to see another note.
Okay.
But those things have changed because of the crude attitude, the criminal attitude of the political class. Okay. And look at what they are doing now.
Minus the Yahoo.
Vendetta. And I cannot, God bless me with billions of dollars, I can't invest in Nigeria. Because politics will kill my investment.
Kelly, you know, I have oftentimes mentioned about this philosophy of politicians in Nigeria, that there is no permanent enmity, no permanent friendship, but interest has the permanence on it. So ordinarily looking at that policy, is it not a very selfish policy? Everything you are looking for, in fact, you push you, whoever stays in your way, you crush and then continue because of your own interest. Now, you remember, I always say again that the Bible is the greatest book for me on earth. It says, for whatever measure you measure out against another person will be measured out against you. Now, in Benga Daniel, if he's crying on this issue, for instance, let him wipe his tears and then rest when it reaches for him to return, because he cannot take it from what's his name? Dakpo. If Dakpo is truly interested in going there.
You mean he cannot use the influence he has with the president?
There is nothing he will do. Dakpo is Dakpo not having influence with Tinubu? See, Dakpo will win and then retire to Senate. The way, as at the time Daniel went there, was there nobody looking for a way to go to Senate? And he bulldozed himself because he was a governor and he retired to that place.
No, but you know, he served out of office now for a while. You know, after Benga Daniels came Amosun now.
Mm-hmm.
Amosun was governor now.
Yes.
He's serving a first term in the Senate.
Thank you.
So you didn't finish his term
he
as
has
governor?
won that gap. He was a governor sometime, you understand?
Yes.
If, for instance, I were anyhow interested in politics and I were of Ondo State origin, I am vying with Benga Daniel. I have no, there's no space for me. Benga will crush me because of what is following him and all that. That is the same way that will crush him now. I'm telling you the truth. That's that policy they have made, which all of them are holding tenaciously to. That interest is what is permanent.
Okay. So it's not about let's test our popularity.
It's not which popularity. Do they have any popularity? This one we are talking about, that guy that won in Enugu, he's already in prison. After the rerun, he still won. Is he not?
I think so.
Simple. So
what is simple about that? You are contradicting your position.
No, what I'm saying is this.
If I understood it correctly.
No.
Because you say an ordinary person cannot get that position.
Yes.
And this one, without a connection,
is
able to
prison.
win.
He's out of this scene.
He's out of the system and he's winning.
And he's winning.
See, because if he were a governor, a former governor, the Enugu State, in fact, nobody would have fired behind to go and contest with him. Fear will not even allow the person. Because he will just praise the machinery. If the current governor is not going, he will just win from his own. Without anything. As their people are coming. I have told you, Kelly, there's a way politics manage everything in this country. The issue is, do you want to go to Senate? Yes, so long as you have the pedigree, you will just win from your home. Even if people came and voted for another person, the authorities will manipulate it in your favor.
Okay.
They have a cartel. They are a cartel.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. Chief Ima, you've landed on a more solid analytical base. That there's a cartel that appears to be managing.
I think that's you've said so because you like the
political.
No,
because it puts a framework around the conversation that for us to critique.
Okay.
Otherwise, I was afraid when he was saying that it's impossible to fight against the system.
Just because of the reason I gave.
It was impossible to fight against the system, and I was in shock because I can see evidence of such fight going on, losing massively, but occasionally coming up with a promise of hope that those outside the system can also win. And that's why he's coming up with this statement that there is a cartel. Nigerian politics can only be understood in terms of cartel competition.
Yes.
Right? Gives a more structured framework for analysis. And that takes us to what Dr. Bidima said. The struggle of ideas to understand what is happening in Nigeria. Is this realism versus idealism? Those of us who seem to believe that ideas, matter, are facing a challenge, strong challenge. In the studio here, every time we come, we are confronted by one or two who say, no, ideas don't matter anymore. What matters is the reality. Who is there? What can he do? And once he's there and has money to spend, position, power, and money, then the world is at his feet. We tend to neglect what is happening undercurrent. Undercurrent is the fact, because that's demonstrable. We can show that it happens. That politicians don't go and stand as individuals. They fall into groups.
It's true.
They belong to a power block. Often, they may belong to a fragmentation process, which now throws them to the fringe or to the center of that power block, depending on where they are, right? And it is from that power block that they tend to draw their strength or lose their strength. Okay? And that for us is the realism that Dr. Bidima is talking about. That realism has tended to put most of the power blocks in Nigerian politics on the negative side of things. I was thinking about Nigeria, listening to the news readout you gave from 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I was thinking about Nigeria in 20-year terms, 20-year cycles from 1980. If we think of Nigeria in 20-year cycles, because that's what time it took China to abolish poverty in their abolish extreme poverty in their economy. That's what it took Japan to emerge as second largest economy. That's what it has taken China now to emerge as the world's second largest economy, threatening the first. That's what is taking India to come third in the global ranking of economies that should be respected. So 20 years matter in the life of a country. If you take Nigeria from 1980 to 2000, then you take Nigeria from 2000 to 2020. It's a sea change going downhill. It's a sea change going downhill. We can say that 1980 to 2000 were the years of hope when we thought things were getting better. The exchange rate said so. The number of industries springing up in the country said so. Investments were coming to Nigeria. There was corruption and all that. Then 1993 happened. The Moshood Abiola election, right? Happened, which took us into a deep dive again. That didn't end until Abacha's demise. Now from 1999, all the hopes we had began to fritter away after Obasanjo. Actually, Obasanjo was the only one, the only head of state who held power, and his political base did not break into fragments. He was able to hold it together. The fragmentation, the syncretism that is breaking down of the group under his control did not happen right before his eyes, the way we saw it under Jonathan or under Buhari. So when we look at it that way, our realism is negative because of the intensity of cabals fighting for control. It is negative because the cabals now are getting more and more sophisticated in terms of their ability to capture the establishments of state in the process of state capture. Before, it used to be said that the bureaucracy and the judiciary were the hopes of the common man. They were apolitical as much as possible. In fact, the law of the country made them apolitical, right?
They don't even associate socially.
They are not allowed to associate socially. The judge should not be seen to visit you and do so. But under our nose from 2015, we saw judges coming to commission projects done by politicians.
Let me plead with you.
Yeah.
We have to go for a commercial break.
Yes.
That will take us to 10 a.m. for the news.
Yes.
When we come back, you continue. And then we'll look at other issues.
All right. This is part of the realism we are talking about.
I agree.
that the Kelly somewhere we use his machete
and slice
off the trend of thought just to make sure that we are ambushed.
When we are back,
well, Kelly,
we may continue.
There is God, though.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Please listen to this announcement. Advanced Pacific Services. Have you been looking to travel out of the country with great success? Call us now on 0708 268 5696. We are offering you total travel package to Japan, South Korea, Albania, Kazakhstan, Singapore, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, China, USA, Canada, UK, and other European countries. Call us now on 0708-268-5696. Have you been dreaming of working and studying abroad? Call us now on 0708-268-5696. We are here to fulfill your overseas travel dreams. Call us now on 0708-268-5696. We are located on 3 Aba Road, opposite Mile 1 Park, behind Cal Technologies, Port Harcourt.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
A very good morning to you. Here's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Kelly Ikemenjima. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has approached the Federal High Court in Abuja seeking the removal of 4 federal lawmakers from Osun State over their defection to the All Progressives Congress, APC, in 4 separate suits filed by its lead counsel, Raphael Oyiwole. The PDP listed each lawmaker as the first defendant. The Senate President was joined as second defendant in the cases involving the senators, while the Speaker of the House of Representatives was named as second defendant in the suit against the 2 House members. The National Assembly and Clerk of the National Assembly, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, were cited as 3rd to 5th defendants in all the cases. The PDP argued that, in line with Section 68, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution as amended, lawmakers who defect from the political party on whose platform they were elected without any evidence of a division, merger, or faction in that party automatically lose their seats. The opposition party urged the court to declare that the continued stay of the 4 lawmakers in office after leaving the PDP for the APC violates the Constitution and renders their seats vacant by operation of the law. The PDP also asked the court for an order of mandamus compelling Senate President Godswill Akpabio and House Speaker Tajuddin Abbas to declare their seats vacant and direct INEC to conduct by-elections to fill the affected constituencies and senatorial districts. The party asked for a refund of all salaries, allowances, and benefits received by the lawmakers from the date they defected until the final judgment. The Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, says despite abundant reserves, Nigeria's oil production has not matched their potential and call for a change of that narrative. The Group Chief Executive Officer, GCEO of the NNPCL, Bayo Ojulari, said this in reaction to a statement by the President of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengasin, Festus Osifo, that every worker, especially in the oil and gas sector, deserves a safe environment. Both Ojulari and Osifo spoke at the 4th Pengasin Energy and Labour Summit, PELS, in Abuja, with the theme Building a Resilient Oil and Gas Sector in Nigeria, Advancing HSE, ESG Investment, and Incremental Production. Addressing the challenge of production levels, Ojulari stressed the need for resilience in Nigeria's oil and gas sector, citing the rapid changing global energy landscape driven by dual imperatives of energy security and energy transition. He affirmed that for Nigeria, resilience was not optional but a national responsibility underpinned by operational excellence, fiscal discipline, regulatory compliance, and people-centric leadership. He said environmental, social, and governance principles are crucial to building trust and long-term value, stressing that the NNPCL's energy transition roadmap is aimed at reducing the company's carbon footprint, investing in gas as a transition fuel, and enhancing transparency. Odulari called for the creation of an attractive and stable investment climate underpinned by the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA. A leading civic tech organization advocating for transparency in Nigeria's public finance budget has accused the Federal Ministry of Finance and the Budget Office of the Federation of flouting the Fiscal Responsibility Act 2007 by failing to publish quarterly budget implementation reports. In a release by Budgets Group Senior Communications Associate Nancy Odimegu, the group described the omission as a breach of law, a departure from established practice, and a setback to transparency reforms championed by previous administrations. Citing the Fiscal Responsibility Act 2007, budgetary execution and achievement of targets, Budget said the Minister of Finance is mandated to publish PIRs in mass and electronic media, including the ministry's website, within 30 days after each quarter. BIR's reports are expected to detail the implementation of an annual budget and offer critical insights into government spending and the delivery of public goods and services. However, Budget said the government had not published a single BIR since at least second quarter 2024, leaving nearly 4 reports overdue by second quarter 2025. According to the NGO, the breach marks a sharp contrast to the previous administration, which consistently released at least 3 BIRs annually. In a call to action, Budget urged President Tinubu and the involved ministries to comply with the law and release the overdue reports. On the foreign scene, Taiwan's government has announced plans to increase its 2026 defense budget to more than 3% of GDP as it faces U.S. pressure to invest more in its protection. Taipei has ramped up investment in military equipment and weapons over the past decade in response to intensifying pressure from China, which claims the democratic island as part of its territory and has threatened to seize it by force. Premier Chow Tai said the latest hike was another concrete demonstration to the world and the people of Taiwan of the country's resolve and ability to safeguard national sovereignty and security. Tai said Taiwan's cabinet had allotted $31.1 billion or 3.23% of the GDP for defense spending next year. This followed after President Lei Ching vowed to increase defense spending to more than 3% of GDP as Washington pressured the island and other governments around the world to spend more on their security. That is the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Radio has never been this good. Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Oh, what did happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
International Education Fair 2025. Unlock global opportunities at the International Education Fair. Proudly brought to you by Oak Dexter Education Consult. Meet top universities from Canada, USA, UK, Ireland, France, Australia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada. Enjoy free on-the-spot assessments and explore flexible, innovative payment plans directly from the universities. Come with your academic credentials. Attendance is absolutely free. Happening live on Saturday, September 6, 2025 at Hotel Presidential, Aba Road, Port Harcourt at 10 a.m. Contact 0808-385-3058, 0809-655-6600, 0901-992-9543. That is 0808-385-3058, 0809-655-6600, 0901-992-9543, or marketing at oakdexterconsults.com. Don't miss it. Your future starts here.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM.
Please listen to this paid infomercial.
Hello, please. Can you listen to this sweet information I have to share with you? You're thinking about prosperity, right? You're thinking about making money. You're thinking about business. There are just 3 things from experience that I will tell you that truly works. Number 1, the right information you get. You see, you can never be stronger or powerful than what you know. What you know is a great determinant about your way of life, is a strong determinant about what you know. Guess what? The difference between you and the next 1 million naira or a billion naira is just an information, brother, my sister. There is something you will just know. If you know it, your life will not be the same. So you see, information is very powerful. Number 2, the right applications. The right applications of this information. You know, there are some of us here right now listening to me. You know quite a lot, but you are not doing quite a lot. You know it, but you are not doing it. Why? Because application is powerful. Wisdom is powerful. Because do you know what wisdom is? It's the right application of knowledge as understood. So what it means is that if you know everything that and you are not applying it, you will still not get results. Think about this. Then number 3 is people. My God, this world is driven by people. In fact, everything you are looking for is in somebody's hand in one way or the other, except possibly the supernatural. But somehow, even in the supernatural, there's somebody that knows it. If you connect with the person, he would show you the way. Think about it. The people you know. And that's the reason why many persons have been so frustrated. Let me tell you something. In the business world today, one of the business that gives people lots of money at the same time takes a lot of money away from people. And a lot of persons are so interested in it. Some persons have this non-giving attitude. And it gives me concern about this particular business is the Forex market. The Forex market. How to do this thing, how to trade, how to really get ahead. You see, very few persons seem to be very successful. And that is the reason why I want us to come together. Because we want to share a powerful information, one, about the use of this AI for trading. Because we're actually in a technical world. The world is changing. The world is truly changing. So just look at it now, ChatGPT. You want to prepare anything, even to writing of a book, you can just say, write me a book on so and so. And come on, ChatGPT, name them, Grok, all of them. They'll give you the book. They'll give you everything. So if this information is out there, if this tool is out there, don't you think you can apply this same tool in trading and get results? Think about that. Of course. But then most importantly is the people. Connecting with the right set of persons matters a lot. So I'm inviting you for a breakfast for Forex traders and those who wants to learn how to trade Forex. It's actually a Forex education program, Trade to Retire. Is inviting you for a breakfast. Let's talk about Forex. Let's connect with professionals. Let's connect with you. Because I'm telling you, if you belong to the right set of community, my goodness, you are made. I'm telling you the truth. If you have 10 rich friends, automatically you are 11th rich one. If you have 10 poor friends, I'm sorry, you'll be the 11th poor person. But so this Saturday on the 23rd of August, inviting you for this powerful program. We're inviting you for this powerful program. Are we together? This Saturday at the Trade to Retire office, King David Plaza's Stadium Link Road. Just be there at the Trade to Retire office, which is King David's Plaza, Stadium Link Road. This Saturday. Now, this is what you need to do. Now, I need you to send an SMS with your name to this number. We're looking at this breakfast is going to be for about 150 persons mark. So send your name to this number 0916 141 9928 0916 141 9928. Trade to Retire office, we're inviting you for this breakfast with Forex traders, and you want to learn how to trade Forex. Make sure you are there this Saturday 9 a.m. at the Trade to Retire office, which is at King David Plaza, Stadium Link Road. So send your name right now. Oh my goodness, a lot of persons do sending names. We've gotten some registrations already, and it's free. It's a breakfast program. It's free breakfast program. So send your name to this number 0916 141 9928. Send your name to this number quickly, and you will be communicated to 0916 141 9928. 0916 141 9928. This Saturday at the Trade to Retire office. It'll be amazing to see you. God bless you, and do have a very wonderful day. God bless you.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Stay informed, stay ahead. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM for the latest news and exciting sports updates. Your trusted source for everything you need to know. Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
All right. Thank you all for staying with us. We have guests in the studio this morning. Dr. Vigo Biotechnology International, Apostle Dr. Clinton Wisdom, BDO Vigo Africa. That's correct, yes?
Yes, thank you very much,
What
sir.
does that mean?
That's a business development officer.
Okay, business development officer.
Yes.
For Vigo Africa.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Thank you very much, my people.
We also have a lady in the studio. Good morning, madam.
Yes, good morning.
Your name?
Okay, I'm Mrs. Timi Oshomege,
Okay.
aka Olive.
Olive.
Also known as Olive.
So what happens at Vigo Biotechnology?
Okay, my people, good morning to you once again. My name is Apostle Dr. Clinton Wisdom. I'm here with my team. And while we come on air this morning, our people say when you encounter an opportunity, you bring it home. That is what shows a good Nigerian. It's not all about complaining of what the government are doing and the rest. This time we have to focus on what we can bring, so solution we can bring to the society. And we get the information about this company from Asia. This company is into production of health products, organic health products. So when we get the information, we'll get to travel. We'll have to visit the companies, at least to know the efficacy of what they are giving to us, the production and the rest. If you check Nigeria today, you find out say so many health companies, they come into Africa. Why? Because Africa is a very large market. So many companies are coming in with so many health products, but you find out that most of them are not actually doing exactly what they say they are doing. So to be very sure of what we are bringing to our people here in Nigeria, that is why we embark on that journey. I was there, and Ambassador Chinyere was there too. So we're in China, we visited a place called Shenzhen in China, where the factory is. Now, the essence of this trip is to confirm the authenticity and the production. Now, coming back to Nigeria, we begin to give people these health products for them to use. Of course, one certified customer can bring millions of customers to you. So the major thing is to focus on giving people solutions to their problems. So no matter what the challenge is, whether is it a beauty aspect, like some women now know they wear sleeveless again because they get stretch marks, because their body gets one kind, skin reaction or the other. We'll get solution to all those problems. Then you talk about some men, elderly men, when they feel urinate very well. Maybe they don't get inflammation, maybe in their prostate glands or any of them. These products, we have different products for men, the ones for women, people that with the battle fertility problem, will be said they don't feel born, they don't feel conceive, will get solution for you. Now, even for children, maybe your child brain know the two, capture book, the return book and the rest. My dear, you get something will go enhance the brain cells of your baby, and before you know it, the results will become massive. So now, why we are on air now is to tell people that this weekend, this Sunday after service, there will be a health and wealth empowerment program. The caption of this program is All River State Retiree and Investors Summit.
Okay.
Yes, the company is trying to give room for people that want to be part of this company as pioneers, people that want to be part of this company as shareholders, so that the company will be sharing the profit of this product sales in the entire Nigeria with them every month, without them lifting a finger. So it's just to connect people. If you're a businessman, you're a doctor, you are a nurse, you are an engineer, you are an employee of labor, you need to be part of this very program.
Okay.
The reason is this: everybody must retire. You are in your active service now, you are making money now, you are getting enough salary. Maybe your salary is 500,000 or 1 million naira above. So many people will be too carried away during their active service, not knowing that one day they will retire. Everybody must retire. That's the fact. So it's either the company retire you. If the company say they don't go retire because you are the best among all, nature will one day retire you. You go just wake up one morning, you don't feel work again, go do your normal activity. Nature don't retire you be that. Now, what can you fall back on? Now I make you bring this program on your doorstep so that you too can be part of this vision. You too can be part of the pioneer of this company. Where as the company never reach 1 year, they still dey fresh from oven. In fact, like fresh, like oven bread. So you have to be part of it. We want to connect you to the Chinese management. We want to connect you to the management of the company so that you can be able to be a shareholder as you partner with us and have other benefits.
Okay. Want to add something, Ambassador?
Yes, so my people, what thing I see for this company, this company where they give better lifestyle, this company will make me travel go China. My people, not only your health too, this company they give plenty things. So with they call on my country people when I come, some people not get money to even pay for shop, office space. But I tell you, my country people, you not even need all those things to make your millions in this our company. So they tell on make when I come. Imagine people, those who say their teeth, they give them problem. Many people, their teeth get hole. Would they tell you, say we get what we will give you so that you go use take care of that teeth? So we they invite on come on Sunday. Come here better story. How this period where we say people they complain, they cry. My brother, my sister, sir, ma, come and be part of this retiree investors program where would they get this Sunday. So come and be part of it, and I bet you will not regret it. Me, I be woman of God, and the kind of money I they see for here, it don't change my lifestyle.
Okay.
And I have a good health.
Okay.
It don't solve the cancer of the pockets, which we all need right now. We need to solve the cancer of the pocket. Yes, so this one now they solve the cancer of pockets. My people tell they wait for one I come here more to on Sunday.
Okay, so where is it holding and how can people be part of it?
Okay, this meeting go to Shelley for the River State. Park Hotel, where they for Rumola Junction by flyover there. Just if you ask anybody, Park Hotel, is the hotel they very close. In fact, it's a known hotel. Now there it go to happen. As you go your church, go your service, come back from 1 o'clock. Just find your way to Park Hotel. Now, one good thing about this very empowerment program is that we'll be giving us some of these health products for free. At least for people who get waist pain, joint pain, and the rest, all those arthritis-related issues. I'll be giving us some of these products for you. But remember, it's for people that come on time. It's not for everybody. Okay. So if you want to be part of it, if you want to get some of these health products, at least seeing is believing. We like testimonies. So as they give you this product, you go to testify. At least within a 1 hour, 2 hours, you go feel it for your body. Say something different enter. And then apart from that too, for women too, when they are monthly flow, they flow well, or maybe they don't know about their ovulation, they don't ovulate and the rest. There's solution for you. So now for you to try make our time come on time. Remember, it is 1 p.m. in the afternoon after service. The address again is Park Hotel, Rumola Junction. Park Hotel, Rumola Junction by that flyover. That is on 24th of this month, which is on Sunday. Time 1 p.m.
Okay. No phone numbers.
080-367-14777.
Okay.
I repeat again. 080-367-14777.
So the products are certified by NAFDAC?
Yes, we are HALA certified, we are GMP certified, also NAFDAC certified. Another number you will call if you want to reserve a seat for yourself for this program is 080-355-36025. I repeat, 080-355-36025. That is 080-355-36025. Or you call Olive on 080-367-14777. That is 080-367-14777. So write us. You can always chat us on WhatsApp if you want to get seat reservation.
Okay.
My country people, most women now they shout say they need to enjoy their oga need to enjoy woman. We get products. My fellow women, we don't pass 50.
All right.
Make una come so that we get products wey be say you go take so that you go dey enjoy the upper room. Our men too the same thing. So make una come, both those wey dey get infection.
Yes.
We get wetin go solve those infection, because most times infection go make you no go even enjoy oga.
When we say solve, we're careful with not mentioning curative. He has been intentional in saying a solution. A solution can be helping you manage a situation and not a cure.
Yes.
Okay. I must say thank you to Apostle Dr. Clinton Wisdom, Business Development Officer of Vigor Africa, and Ambassador Olive. Thank you both for being on the show this morning.
Thank you very much, my people.
My country people, more than enough, we wait for now on Sunday. The number again is 080-367-14777. Come make we change your life and your health and solve the cancer of the pockets.
All right. That's our time. We
Thank you very much.
Return to our program. Please stay with us.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. Our conversation will continue shortly, but let me read some of your contributions via the text channels, okay? Saludo by your comments on Peter Obi's offer to serve one term. You are rather calling Anambra citizens fools if they vote for their brother Obi. Mr. Law, you can tell that I don't have the energy for it. Okay. Oh, okay. You say if lights they always, these thieves go fit they go near those transmitters. Okay. But see, the idea of vandals is they're not going up to where you have the high tension lines running. Those towers, yeah, they are not electrocuted, if that's the right word. You see them, they are metal, but they don't have electricity tapping through them. So if you touch them, they won't shock you. Those are the things that, from many accounts, are being vandalized. So people go there and they use different things to, cut part of those high tension towers. When they chop them, they go and sell. They cut them in bits and go and sell. Those things, you don't need electricity for you to be able to vandalize them. If you're referring to transformers being vandalized, yes, I agree, that happens. And the question is, how do they know where to go and cut, especially hammered cables and the rest? Yes, those concerns are valid, but not all cases of vandalism would require that there should be an outage before the person would successfully, vandalize that power facility. Okay? Stella, I hope this answers your question. Good morning, Kelly and the panelists. I was wondering what Soludo was saying, that the incident happened a month ago and is acting now. Thank God for social media. The way they kill people in this country is worrisome. Mr. Dennis, thank you. Good morning, Kelly. Theodore Orji was in prison when he won the governorship election in Abia State. Okay? Was in prison doesn't mean that he was convicted of a crime and he was serving sentence. Morning, Kelly, and everyone in the studio. During Obasanjo's time, something like that happened in Osun State. Omisore won election to the Senate when he was in Agodi prison in the case of a murder of Chief Bola Ige. Omisore won the primaries and re-election in Agodi prison and became a ranking senator, Muchi Aziz from Eneka. So there must be a circumstance. Was the matter dropped? Was the case dropped? Did he file an appeal? Did he win the appeal? There must be, something must have happened. Greetings, Kelly, and respected guests, especially our father, Elder Amopu Senebo. The COPA in Anambra and Governor Soludo's interpretation is hilarious, but that is the system. For Senator Gbenga Daniel, very much expected, because I've long predicted it to be it to my friend before now. Like they say, what goes around comes around. Senator Daniel, try and leave it, okay? Or try and live with it. As for the reps or assembly Labour candidate that won the poll, it's a classical way of denial. Note the game is all about interest and power block and fragmentation on who gets what, when, and how. Honorable Marlon, you sent this message. Thank you, sir. So let me return to Amapo Senebo so that we can conclude. We have two other stories to talk about before we open the phone lines. My question is, do we have to stab? Can't we outsmart in an intelligent way, test our popularity, rather than using literally brute force in outwitting your opponent?
Well, the system where it is today, that was why I was giving us a 20-year cycle comparison.
Historical record.
Yes. The system where it is today, and by the system I mean the overall system that runs the politics and economy of Nigeria,
okay,
which I call the feudal system. The feudal system presents one strong man surrounded by cronies who benefit from him, and it now makes the strong man the monopolist in chief of all the resources and revenues of a given territory. It could be the federal government, it could be a ministry under the federal government, it could be a state, or it could be a local government. All of these resources are under his control. So everybody finds that the only way to get a piece of the action is either to bow to him or to fight him. If you have enough resources, or you can form a cabal, a group, that's why cabals are emerging fast. If you can form a group, they are called cabals because if he knows about them, he'll come after them. So they have to work in secret, like some witchcraft covens. You know, they have to work in secret until they are ready for open confrontation. Otherwise, he will come after them. Many of them will go for trial. EFCC will lock them up. DSS will hunt them. Police will go after them for not having driving permit. Everything will be thrown at them to destabilize them. So the feudal system where it is now is getting increasingly audacious,
okay,
beyond where it had been between 1980 and 2000. But that is where the danger lies. The danger lies in the fact that when a system becomes too audacious, it creates room for either implosion or explosion. It happened to PDP. It suffered from both implosion and explosion. When those who were even within PDP recognized that they could no longer, as small groups, they could no longer influence what was going on there. They had to start thinking of how to displace this monster, this organization that was growing into a huge monster. When a party began to say that they will be in power for 50 years, for 60 years, they are the biggest party in Africa, people who were against it became terrified. People like Professor Patutomi, who claims credit for forging
APC,
the big tent concept that created the APC, became confused and frightened. So they created an alternative. Patutomi's theory is that you need a big tent. A big tent means an amalgam of all opposed politicians to fight an incumbent elephant. That's how they pulled down PDP.
Okay.
This time around, under Buhari, the big tent is beginning to show was beginning to show under Buhari serious punctures and fragmentations. But the image of Buhari as a former military dictator held them together. And the milk and honey they were getting under him, because Buhari's administration didn't bother with details. They just let some people run the show while Buhari, armed with his big toothpick and a ready smile, went on holidays throughout 8 years while Nigeria was degenerating. Today, we saw when in 2023, when Tinubu wanted to become president of Nigeria, that there was actually no party in APC because the fragments within APC became so huge and powerful that they could refuse Buhari's choice of a successor, which nobody could do under Obasanjo. Under Obasanjo, he determined who would succeed him, and the cabals had to fall around him. Under Buhari, they could tell Buhari to his face when he said, "This is who I want." They say, "No. With your toothpick, go and rest somewhere." What we are seeing now is that the fragment or the faction or the cabal that gathered around Tinubu to see him through the primaries and the resistance movement within APC against Buhari, they are the ones who now hold the image of APC as a party.
So Dakpo will be in that clan?
He might be, he might not be. But the point we need to make here is that Tinubu is anxious to identify those who pose a threat and to reach out to them to bring them into his cabal.
So in the case of Benga Daniels and Dakpo Abiodun,
they are attractive baits for Tinubu. And the more the intensity of their
clash,
their personal interests clashes, the better for Tinubu to judge who to back and who not to back.
Okay.
So they'll play this for a while. That's the way the feudal system goes, and one of them will lose out in the end.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's go to Anambra State, or let's bring Anambra State here. After we had the conversation yesterday, initially the state government said, well, the victims have come forward and they're not pressing for prosecution. That's what they said. In less than 24 hours, they've paraded the 18 vigilante members. They said that even though the parents said they're not going to prosecute, now they want to prosecute, so they're handing them over to the police. The police, however, haven't confirmed that they have received those offenders and prosecution would commence. My question is, this sad event happened in July. July 23 was when it happened. From July 23 up until, let's even say, August 15, we didn't know that such a thing had happened. Did Anambra State make a statement to say, oh, this happened and these are the steps? Clearly, they didn't do anything because they are just parading them. So clearly, Anambra State would have just called those officers, remanded them, did some kind of restitution for the victims, for everybody to move on. But maybe somewhere along the line, something did not go as planned, and somebody say, you have that video, Abi, post it. And the moment the video went viral, hell was let loose. Now, Soludo comes out to say, oh, initially we heard that the parents did not want to prosecute. Now the parents want to prosecute. I've just been informed through the NYSC. His advisor on the security issues coming out to say, oh, even though the parents did not want to prosecute, now we want to prosecute. That for me sends a conflicting tone from what the governor has said. But my question is, if not that this matter had gone viral, do we see Anambra State taking the actions that they are taking now in seemingly trying to prosecute the offenders of that NYSC core member? Dr. Obidima.
Yeah, first, I will start from your last statement. They wouldn't have.
I think it's pretty clear that nothing would have happened.
No, nothing would have happened. You know, we're a society that we have leaders that don't even if you're a professor, don't even understand what governance is. We just talk about governance. We just mention it.
Are you referring to my Soludo?
Yes, now.
Why now?
The political class in this country. Look, I don't know whether there is a water that a poison water they drink. That when they take such positions, they don't even know how to handle, organize the society. They don't know how to organize the society. They don't even know how to apply the resources, allocate it where they're supposed to allocate it, and also monitor the things that go with that resources and the personnel that they deploy to a kind of utilize those resources for the good of the people. You know, Soludo's statement, it kind of put a big question mark on his capacity as a governor and his capability as a governor. So, supposing that we are not in this social media era,
Amata would have died.
Nobody would have even known that something happened. I also want to blame the NYSC. Why is it that somebody that was put into their care for 1 year, they will not say they didn't hear or they didn't know?
But we can't say for sure, because the matter may not have been reported.
Are we saying that? I don't know. That's why we are talking of unorganized society, because when we did service, we used to have zonal
inspectors,
yes, and all those
and officers,
whatever that happens,
liaison officers.
They're still there. They're actually still there.
They're not working now.
I want to believe they must have heard.
But okay, you want to believe they must have heard. But they all kept quiet.
Yes.
So if they kept quiet, they didn't do their work. That is a kind of fetish society. Things are not done this way.
Where?
And I mean, things are before. Things were not done this way in this country. You know? So the point we are not saying is that a report would have gone to NYSC. If a report goes to NYSC, NYSC is in a position to take the matter up with the state government. And it's like all these things were covered until the video went viral.
Man, it's disappointing,
You know, this video went viral.
This is terribly disappointing.
The point there is that
What?
both Soludo, both NYSC leadership, they should all be held accountable.
But it's also possible that the governor was not in a know that this matter may have happened until the video went viral.
No.
There's a possibility. I'm thinking, not because I like Soludo.
Yes.
I'm thinking that his advisor may have handled the matter at that level and decided not to escalate it.
Has he sacked the advisor?
Okay, as a show that.
Yeah, yes.
Very much. That is.
but we also know the politics that goes on in some of these things.
That's what I said. You see, if your advisor, you are not informed, and those who are to inform you to make you know that this thing happened, and now that you have known, the best thing first and foremost to exonerate yourself is to just take them off from your government immediately, because that is he sworn to protect lives and properties in his state, and youth service is a peculiar kind of program. Even if I'm one of those who advocate that it ought to be reformed, the initial purpose for which NYSC was established, it has outlived that very purpose.
Okay.
In fact, they should reform it and convert it to 1 year agricultural program.
It's all right.
For all graduates, because before it was to fill a manpower gap that existed. Now we don't have it. We have a lot of graduates today who don't have job, who don't have where to teach, who don't have anywhere. There's no industry for them to work. So the best thing is to convert it to compulsory 1 year compulsory, and it will benefit the country.
All right.
It will benefit us. So what I'm saying is that every one of them, both the commander of that Aguna Chamber, they should be held accountable. All of them, both the governor, the NYC people, they should be held accountable.
All right.
For what happened. How can you just a fresh graduate who is serving the land, a daughter of a man and a woman, he treated her in that way, stripped her naked, and he think that we should just go on because this is Nigeria now. It can go on. Can this go on even in Benin Republic? Can it go like that even in Ghana? Because this is a country where we use money to cover things, we use money to bribe things. That thing, Soludo was saying that there was restitution, medical
phones and some other items damaged.
Is that enough?
Okay. Beside the question.
Ezekiel, Soludo heard everything about that. He cannot deny that he instituted that particular outfit.
Yeah, but an advisor may not have told him.
You see, Kelly, I am saying he knows everything about that. Now, if he doesn't know, let's even say he knew about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, he should have fired all the people.
He has dismissed them now.
No.
The vigilante members have been dismissed.
The vigilante members
They've been dismissed.
Thank you very much. Did he also fire the head of them? Who you cannot also deny the fact that he must have heard, because they will give him daily reports. Yes. You see, this kind of thing existed in Abia State, where you had Bakassi. And they were performing excellently in their duties at that time.
Until
at a point in time, they also started like politicians of Nigerian stock pursuing their interest. And they were stopped. That is the way this kind of... If you had looked well on this television and saw their outfit, you know that they can even kill anytime they want. Anytime they desire, they will kill. How can you go to a youth copper, a girl, and I don't know the spirit that has entered Nigerians now that they are stripping girls naked. What is that problem? What is it? If not Emerson, it will be a copper in Anambra. Perhaps it will now go to another state and all that. What I'm saying, Soludo is talking about restitution. If that girl mistakenly happened to be Soludo's daughter. Anambra State would have burned completely. He will come out with this and that, especially with his position as governor now. So for me, they all know. If he's telling me he didn't know, I want some actions. He said it happened in July.
July 23.
Thank you very much. If this video hadn't gone viral, none of us will know this one. We are just wasting our time. We wouldn't have known about that. So, let them handle the issue the way. I have said, the Bible said, whatever measure you measure out to another person will be measured out against you. This thing, and I don't know where the girl is from.
I think it's Delta State, because our senator is very angry. He's furious. He's been ringing alarm everywhere that this is wrong. This is wrong. They should scrap the group. They should
if he wants Soludo's number, he can get it. I mean, the senator.
That's if he doesn't have it.
Okay. No, that's why I want to start from the negative. If he wants it, he can get it very easily. Let him call man to man and talk to Soludo. You see, I don't like all these things that governors and people of high position in this country are doing. When something happens, they'll just put somebody somewhere. I'm not saying it's Soludo, but it might also be. May have found out that, in fact, if we don't come out with at least cosmetic approach to this, it may deny us something we may regret to, and that's why they are acting the level they've acted.
So even with this, we can't be too sure that they are serious in terms of prosecution.
Of course, it's politically motivated. See, the action they are taking, they are trying to, in fact, prune off the rough edges for themselves in future. Maybe somebody wants to go for a second term and all that. It's a little on his second or first.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's running. I've listened to my colleagues in the panel respond to the poser you've presented in the Anambra report. And I agree with what they have said. It's just that there is something we are missing. We are missing the delinquency of federal institutions. In the sense that under normal circumstances, under normal circumstances, to borrow Dr. Bidima's time frame, in the past, a personnel serving a federal institution would not have been assaulted by an officer of a state government.
Even the army would rarely touch a corps member. Army that we so dread would
under
rarely.
normal circumstances. That was then. What normal circumstances meant in that context and to us today is at a time when there was a clarity about responsibilities and division of labor between federal and state governments, as well as their response to legality of the citizenship of Nigeria. Today, what we see is the degeneration of the boundaries of identity in Nigeria, where strong men at state level who feel aligned to strong men at the center are no longer interested in respecting the line of division between federal and state. They appropriate to themselves powers they do not have. And in the process, they fail in their responsibility to the nation. A Governor Soludo should have recognized immediately that his people have crossed the state boundary into federal territory. That every NYSC member is a federal officer. Now you look across the country, NYSC members have become easy targets. One was burnt somewhere in Sokoto, and we never got a redress. We dismissed it under religious intolerance. It should not be. It was a criminal activity that resulted in the death of that young woman. Now in Anambra State, they want to, we see NYSC people during elections being sent to go and conduct, to share as INEC officials, to share in electoral responsibilities, and they are assaulted, and we are told to go home. It is just election misbehavior. It shouldn't be. These are violent crimes against the state, because when you assault an officer of the state, you've assaulted the state. In the old order, when we grew up in the 50s, the closest law enforcement officer of the Nigerian state, Nigerian colonial state then, was somebody called a court messenger who had only a baton.
Courtman.
Right? He didn't have a gun. He had a baton. And that baton was the authority of the state. If he carried it to your place to arrest you, and you even resisted arrest, the full weight of the colonial government, the colonial administration, descended on you. Be it a community or anything, the full weight descended on you, because the representative of the state was that man with his baton. So you have a situation now where an NYSC officer who is serving the nation, not on his own volition, he was conscripted by his nation to serve for 1 year and be a responsibility of the state. The federal government has a duty of care over the person.
Yeah.
He is deployed to go and participate in election. He gets killed. He gets assaulted there, and nothing is done. He is sent to Sokoto or some other place, and he's kidnapped, he's harassed, even burnt. Right? Nothing happens. So why not in Anambra State? Anambra decides that Agune Chamber Group, Vigilante, can assault them, because again, power is what is most important to those who are in authority. The use of power, not its respect They don't respect power. They use power negatively to show that they are in position, they are in authority. So, a Soludo, as head of government, should first accept responsibility for letting the nation down. Because as a state governor, his responsibility to the Federal Republic of Nigeria was to uphold the law, the rule of law. He has not done so. By punishing the members of the Agune Chamber vigilante group, he was acting outside his remit. First and foremost is for him to report the matter to NYSC and to surrender them to the due process of the federal authorities. 2, he had a duty to sack everybody involved in that thing, not just the 8
vigilante members.
8 hapless vigilante members who, for all we know, we are doing the same thing the rest of them
may be doing,
right? Thirdly, Soludo, look at the way he was talking about it on TV. He was talking about it as if we are discussing here that some house girl who was sent to the market to buy crayfish and pepper got a rough day in the hands of the market master, and therefore the market master has been queried and sacked, and this housemaid has gone back to her job. That's not the place of the NYSC personnel. Is representing the federal government of Nigeria in Anambra State. You've assaulted the symbol of sovereignty of Nigeria. The citizen in Nigeria must be protected. That is what Governor Soludo's situation amounts to. He has not recognized that NYSC personnel deserve to be recognized as representatives of the federal government and citizens of Nigeria.
But that would also be because the federal government over time has not shown
that these are
that stewardship over members.
I gave that example. I gave that in my examples, that federal government is not interested in its citizens or its personnel on duty, as we have seen severally. They are willing to cook up excuses why they should not honor. Look, one American citizen who was serving as a priest somewhere in northern Nigeria got kidnapped. One American citizen got kidnapped. I was watching the video severally in the past 2 weeks. He was kidnapped by Boko Haram or some militant groups, and they took him from Niger they took him from northern Nigeria to wherever they liked. And the message got to Pentagon.
The sent seals.
They said, no, such a thing. No American citizen should be harassed anywhere in the world. So the American citizen is a citizen of the world, protected by the United States government.
They will spare no expense.
Enough
sovereignty, supervisory sovereignty.
They will spare no expense to
for
get you.
them to send on that issue. Both the Democrats and the Republicans agree that whatever it costs America to go defend this citizen, because when he came to Nigeria for evangelization, he had an American passport and followed the processes. In Nigeria, those sent by the federal government are not accounted for. We don't respect citizenship. We don't, like we were saying here in the studio, Dr. Bidima was pointing out to the fact that the Nigerian passport is now providing diminishing light around citizens who carry it. Very soon we will be swallowed by the darkness that surrounds us. But the fact is, the Nigerian state is busy consuming power and not protecting the citizens of the country. Otherwise, the federal government would have arrested everybody involved in that thing within 24 hours. Within 24 hours. You know, I remember as a copper in 1978, I was sent to a place, a beautiful town, Numan, in Dengongola State. And as assistant secretary to the local government gave me a guest house to live in. A guest house, but it was the old Native Authority guest house built with mud walls. First day, I couldn't sleep because 3 snakes came to keep me company. Second day, I couldn't enter the house because as I was coming back from work, 5 snakes were playing in front. And they said I should wait until they finished playing. The only problem was that the natives also said to me, this is Grobe Denisa. If they bite you, you're dead before morning. So they were not friendly snakes. So I now write a petition to my local government secretary.
Well, in 2 days, you have seen 8 snakes.
That was counting the one I met in the room and the one I met outside, not the one I met in the kitchen. So
What kind of thing is this?
I now wrote a petition to the secretary to the local government. They said yes. They are aware of snakes in this environment. They will send people to fumigate the place. They send people to fumigate it. Then all the snakes came under my bed to wait for the fumigation to end. Now,
this is true life story.
I'm telling you, I'm mentioning names. My local government secretary then was Alaji Zingama. So I wrote a petition now to the chief inspector of NYSC in Yola. Do you know that the federal government, when my chief inspector read my report that I had not slept for 4 days in my accommodation and I've been going to work, he drove down immediately, stopped me from going to work because I was being harassed.
By snakes?
No, not snakes.
Humans
a reckless authority that was not responsive enough to my distress.
Yes.
I had to be moved from the place.
Snakes don't know
The people
anything.
went and gave me another accommodation in the GRA. The chief inspector said that was too late. This man must move from here. That's how I moved from Numan to Mubi. Right? And so the thing was the duty of care. The chief inspector said that the man in charge of NYSC says if he called him a second time to hear that Mr. Brown was still in Newman, he should look for another job.
See?
So that was the kind of NYSC we had in 1978. The man would not rest until I had gotten to Mubi and settled into a palatial surrounding where, you had all the dangers in the environment, but at least there was
no snakes.
There were snakes.
No
there were snakes too, but there was a greater response. The local government officers will clear, they will sweep, they will do everything to make sure they mitigate the risk you are exposed to. The rest became your responsibility to fight. And I came to River State. My old headmaster taught me a trick how to fight those snakes. Kelly, I see your eye prickling. If you want to know the trick, you need to consult me privately. And it worked. I became the one that people in the local government ran to for anti-snake treatment, So, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is the state, the local government, the state governor must thank their stars that they live in a feudal system that has become audaciously dysfunctional.
All right. Let's open the phone line so we can take some of your reactions this morning. And then perhaps if time allows us, we'll touch that final story So 08109510.
Oh, by the way, Kelly, just one word. One word. Nigerians must begin now to notice, pay attention to something we need to celebrate. Kelly, you just said it. Assuming there was no video on internet media, would we have known?
No.
And it is because of reaction to by Nigerians to that video in circulation that the authorities have suddenly become uncomfortable. So we should learn from it that public reaction is beginning to count in Nigeria and might become the counterweight to the negative effect of the feudal system in our society.
Okay, phone lines are open, the channels all active. Let's listen to this voice note and then we'll return to the phone lines. So this is it.
Over 30 million accounts.
Let's go back.
Good morning, Kelly and the panels. Federal government shut down over 30 million accounts, social media accounts. I don't know the criteria used to shut down these accounts. I don't just get it. My account was part of the 30 million accounts being shut down by federal government. I woke up 3 days ago and find out that I cannot even access Facebook. I don't know. I'm not a fraudster. I'm a civil citizen. If I've made any content that is against the regulations and the rules, I expected Facebook Meta to send me warning message, but I did not even receive any warning message. They did not even delete my post. Rather, they just shut down my account entirely. Message was sent to me on my email, and I appealed the message by sending my photos and my videos, and all I could receive is the permanent shutdown of my account.
Okay.
Honestly, it's very, very hard.
All right. So that makes the story real, because I mentioned when I was reading that story with fingers crossed. But when I read the details of the story, it was the Nigerian agencies working with the owners of the platform, TikTok, Google, and then Microsoft. So they had certain parameters in deciding if these handles should be flagged, blocked, and stuff. I'm not saying you did anything. I don't know. I don't even know all the facts of what you have said. But be careful what you post on social media. We say freedom. Some of the things that are posted on social media, they are harmful. They are very. Because somebody just sits in his home and will just be abusing somebody, just writes all sorts of. I see some of them. I'm like, what is wrong with us? Anyway, it's not unique to Nigeria. Even in America, there are people that behave like that. In different parts of the world, there are people that behave like that. So they are bringing in ways to regulate. While we may not have laws in Nigeria, they now have a policy. So they are using that policy, working with the owners of this platform to have some kind of control. The earlier we realize this, the better. Some of us are screaming about cyber crime and what's that cyber something act that they say is stifling free speech. There's no free speech anywhere. Just so we know. Today 95.1, good morning. Wellington, welcome.
Let me greet my daddy in the studio. I'm up to spend a born to free brand.
Good morning. Yes, sir.
Kelly,
sir?
The first social media handle to be banned is that of the federal government. Ask me why. The one is that they are misinforming Nigerians in terms of information. This person will say this person will say that. In the same media, is that not misinformation? It's not supposed to be banned. So what they are doing now, they are not regulating. They are trying to bully Nigerians in order not to have the right information from you people. Today 95.1. They will see. There's nothing you need to speak your mind. There's nothing you speak now. They ban your social media handle. So why must you talk?
Go and look at me on social media.
Again, on air there are things you say.
Oh, even on air there are things I say. I'm guided by ethics. You don't see me. No. Wellington, calm down. You may not like it. And that's why I always say the information is sold for you to do what you want to do with it. I'm not going to influence your actions. No.
Okay, let's agree with you.
But there are lines, there are guardrails. We have to observe that people must exercise a bit of decorum.
With decorum, I agree with you. But the office
Wellington,
I think something they say, is it not with
Wellington, you can choose to take it, you choose not to. My job is to inform you. Thank you, Wellington. Thank you, Wellington. Today 95.1, good morning. Call drop there, please call us back if you can. Good morning, Today 95.1.
Good morning, President. How are you?
Very well, please go on. His signal is very low.
Now, I want to comment at what happened the man that went election and in prison. When the comment come up, I have consulted to get it clear. So what is the content of the man that did that prison after one election?
Hello?
Did you hear me?
Say again.
I said that before I do my review, I had the content that.
I think we lost the call. Today 95.1, good morning. While I did today, we can't hear you people. Today 95.1, good morning.
Hello. Kelly, good morning.
This one is good now. Muriel, please turn down the volume on that radio.
Can you hear me now, Kelly?
Please go on, Muriel.
Okay, thank you. And good morning to everyone in the studio.
Hey, good morning, Muriel.
Thank you, sir. Sir, please try to be coming. This once in a week or 2 week dose will not be enough for us. Sir, I'm a post Brown, please. It will not be enough. It will not be enough to cure this malaria that we are suffering in this government. And look,
I'm begging Kelly to make it 3 times a day.
Oh.
Like anti-malaria drug.
Kelly, the wise people say we should always bring our best foot forward. And a man's first reaction to everything is who he is. So Soludo just displayed who he is on this matter, this youth copper matter, who he is, and how he sees women and how he treats them, how he thinks they can't easily be treated. So that is who he is. Every other one now, what he's doing now is just an afterthought. And I don't blame him. I blame the president and the presidency. If Soludo was an opposition, talking against them, trust me, they would have gone for him immediately. But because they know him and he's one of them, so that's why they're handling this matter casually.
All right, Miriam.
That girl is a federal citizen. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling and contributing. Let's do a few more calls. Today 95.1, good morning.
Yeah, my call ended.
You okay?
Yeah, in a matter that did not like this, but I don't think he has done anything wrong. Yes, he as a executive governor of a state, he not back in River State. They did the same thing. Is it because this was social media? There is no visited the more less people. Nobody have called the governor of River State out. So, I don't know what somebody wanted to do. I don't know. Yeah, okay, right decision as the executive governor of River State. I said River State, we should respect the authority. For not, this guy, NYS are the key. Mother, kidnap, but nobody has said anything. So let us just think towards an State issue, please. That's my solution.
Okay, Ken Billion, I think that's you. Today 95.1, good morning. Morning, Frank.
I think all I get to the studio. Let me go to Katsina State where over 32 people have been killed. This killing is not a good one. And I have been condemned and nothing has been done. Our president, please do something concerning this situation in our country. You only thought that you would take care of us. Even the governor of that state also do the same thing. And now you are talking about 2027. Are you people going to rule the body or the empty house? The answer is no. Please take care of us as we promise. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, Frank. Thank you so much for reaching out. Today 95.1, good morning.
Hello, Kenny. Good morning.
Welcome, sir.
I better tell our elderly man in the studio, Oga Brown.
Nothing no go with telling us the anti-rod of the snake. Oh. So nothing no keep it to himself. Oh. Nothing people to people need. So what I'm saying in Nigeria, our governor in Anambra State, the young man is not doing well. This thing happens, they keep it under carpet. Now when the thing is going viral, they now want to take action. It's not good though. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's do, I think, a final call. So we'll just read a few messages left. Today 95.1, good morning.
Morning, Sir Kelly.
Hi, Madam Dota from Gokana. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Sir Kelly, I want to land in Anambra State to say that you remember the beginning about this community policing? It is what we get when the governors will recruit policemen from movement for us. Then they would hear the dead child that has suffered everything in this country. From a child to a madam, everything is the woman. The woman is talking to them, they are checking our phone. Everywhere we go, they tell our phone. Is it good, Kelly? Please tell the governor to do something. If people should be called to order, let them go to prison and get them also naked.
Thank you, Madam Dota, for calling and contributing. Just that the law doesn't work the way you want it to work. Okay, I see some of your contributions on Facebook. I said that was going to be the last one. Let's do this one. Final caller today, 95.1. Welcome. All right, that's a call drop. I almost read a private message on air. No, a private message said to me that has nothing to do with the show. It just stuck out on my notifications. I was quick to manage it. Sunday Asua says, basically, I would say the government was not serious about it because this is an incident that happened close to a month and the governor doesn't have first-class information on local security he set up. Governance is a serious business, not for unserious people. Soludo has failed and he should bear responsibility. Okay. Thank God ability to the power of social media cannot be overemphasized. I agree. Hector Christopher, please, before any government employee employs people into any vigilante group, they should filter beasts from monsters. All humans can be beasts, but not all humans are monsters. What the vigilante operatives did to the NYC lady is inhumane and barbaric. Chinda Darlington, yeah, they might even finish parading those guys and still let them go through the back door. I agree. With this mere warning of on a safe, on a to-do. Make on a try they careful now. Worst case scenario, the government make them the scapegoats just to enable their rhetorics of we don't tolerate acts of violence, blah, blah, blah. Our society seems to be laced with violence. Government sponsors and reward these acts as we see. 0.001% of such cases manage to go viral, whereas there are plethora of such cases of the government and its agencies meting out violence to the populace. I couldn't agree any less with this post. Thank you so much for sharing. Lorenzo Delight, even though one can say they initially did not want to prosecute the offenders, but they may have been waiting to verify the real cause before taking action. For the fact that the governor has done the needful, it covers everything for me. Sammy Kere, my heart goes out to all the victims of terrorism, especially in Nigerian soil, though these crimes still persist unabated, but our desire for a livable society remains fresh. Hopefully, those in authorities will let us live. Franklin Ogochukwu, Nigeria is spoiled beyond repair, and only a man of competent integrity and character can make the desired change in the minds and behavior of people. All right, some of the contributions on Facebook. General post this morning. Super Ted, vandalism, major cause of national grid collapse. This is a lie from them. All right, that's the only one I can read from here. Let me go to X. Let's see if we can take a comment from the Elon Musk app. Is it coming up? Give me a moment. It's 19 past 11. Can I see some of those reactions there? Let's see. Emeka Elvis, good morning, Kelly and the panelists. The moment your guest said snakes were waiting under his bed, I quickly realized that my left leg was under my sofa. What has happened to me now is a story for another day. My leg hurts. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, fear. Everybody is afraid of snakes. God in heaven. One mistake, they don't bite you. Maybe the end. Also one bite. That's the end. Don't know why God created them, but in His wisdom, He knows all things. Yeah. So let's close. I was listening to, I think it's Shehu Diko, the National Sports Council head, who is now overall head of sports in Nigeria since we no longer have sports ministry. And I was making a case explanation as to, why people should not politicize or make it an issue that the federal government is there to redeem the $100,000 promised to the Super Falcons and the Tigers. And he says about procedure, that there's a procedure that their account numbers would have to be taken, they have to take their address, that there's a procedure to getting it done. And then he cited a case that this thing is a gift. That it's actually a gift. That the commitment the president made in announcing that all their privileges and what they were owed for participating in the tournament be paid them, that all of those things have been paid. So what they are getting now is just a gift. People should exercise a little patience for it to happen. And I'm saying to myself, but wait though, the persons you're talking about are not new. These are persons that you have their details, you paid their travel fare, you booked them in hotels, you have their account numbers. So if it was easy for the president to announce today, pay the Super Falcons and the Tigers all their allowances and salaries, and in less than 3-4 days we were able to pay it off, why are you making an excuse of a gift that the president announced it's almost 2 weeks now, and you are yet to redeem that gift? And you're saying there's procedure, that is not a case of, as he has said it should be done that way. I'm like, these are not strangers, these are people known to you, you have their details. So why are you making it seem like when one of the players was on an interview and she said they have not redeemed, the gifts that they give to us? Is it tenable? I'm not tenable. We're pressed to time, so we'll just do this quickly. Does the explanation make sense?
No. What you should be asking is that the person who was giving this explanation, is he sensible?
No, he's sensible. He's a human being.
No. If you are going to make an explanation, you should present a case that is that underscores legitimacy and regard for other people.
People were clapping for him when he said it.
When you notice that a man like that could stand and say the promise made by the head of state, the president of a country, will be subjected to due process, that means they did not advise the president before he went on air and made that announcement. That in itself shows an internal breach, because the process is that they should have written to the president a memo following the victory. In fact, before the victory, to say, if they win, this is what we recommend should be done.
No, but the president too, by his discretion, may have decided, I want to gift this team. This is good. And I also feel that the president would have consulted with his team.
Precisely.
How quickly can we have this thing done? This thing I want to do, how can we have it done quickly? But Dr. Bidima, I don't understand this our country.
We understand. If you don't understand your country, we understand.
People were clapping for him. I was talking, they were clapping for, they were happy, they were. I'm like, I don't understand.
To deny the other citizens their right, they clap.
The point there is that after that tournament, how many hours did it take the victorious Super Falcons to get back to Nigeria? I think up to a day or so.
I think so.
Yes. A day or two. Yeah, 2 days. And within 2 days, in our euphoria, there was this, it's like Tinubu, this one kind of thing that has come, we call it sport diplomacy. It has added to the image, the battered image of the country. And in that euphoria, he will do this. Did he not sit down with his people to say, look, is this money available? If it's available, because go through quickly, get the details from either NFF, the account, and all those things. Must you go into looking for the address, the account number, their names, their father and their mother's names, before you
are they not even supposed to have those details?
How many?
For them to even travel, in processing the papers,
You
will need those details.
They have the account details, they have everything.
So,
you know, the point there is that what is the process? What process does it take for them to also receive their own allowances? They will tell this thing to all these children that don't follow up what is going on within our national life. And they will hear and believe, but not to
Kelly,
us.
It's a gift from President Tinubu. If he decide not to give them again, they should calm down, they won't die. If they don't receive any gift in their life, they will still live until any time whoever will die. So for me, if anybody is worrying about what goes on in this country, maybe the person may end up his life quicker than he should have been. For me, there is nothing to worry about the president. Before everything, those people have every contact they require. But why are they delaying the whole thing? This is where they have decided.
Dr. Obidima is a journalist, international affairs analyst, lecturer in international diplomacy, River State University. Doctor, thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm grateful to be here.
I'm Apu Sanebo, boss of Reed Brown, managing consultant, CEO, Grain Consulting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you to our listeners. We can hear today that the little noise we make as groups, well-intended groups in society, rattle the sleeping conscience of our establishments. We should get better organized to make sure that the feudal system does not take us for granted and return us to slavery.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Emmanuel Indukwe, our in-house analyst. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Thank you, Nigerians.
That's our show, everyone. Kelly Kemenjima is my name. Hola.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1